Well, howdy, folks. Welcome to another episode of Deadlands Blood Drive here on Dork Tales. Yeehaw! Welcome to 2022. We're in the far gone future, y'all. Hey, folks, how's it going? Welcome to Deadlands Blood Drive and the first Dork Tales game of 2022. Millie will be here shortly. We had a scheduling snafu because she's over on the super East Coast, and we'll be here as soon as she finds her hootenanny. So howdy y'all, my name's Kelly. I am the sheriff around these parts. Ting! And my hootin' and hollerin', rootin' tootin' pronouns are he and him. And I hope y'all had happy holidays, Merry Christmas, a delicious Kwanzaa, or whatever you celebrate wherever you are, and that you're ready to have some fun today, because we are, everything's fine. Everything's going to go great. We're just doing a cattle drive. It's going to be a nice routine game where the characters just roll a bunch of dice to see whether or not they pet cows the correct direction. There's not going to be any surprises at all.
Gotta boot the snoot.
Gotta boop the snoot. And you know what? You gotta boop the snoot. Like, there's no other option, really.
Yes.
Like,
cows' noses are so squoosh.
It's really true, actually. And I think with that, let me turn this over to my lovely players here. Let's start with Mikhail.
Oh wait, that would be me.
That's the Russian version of you. Yeah.
I had no idea I was Russian. I shall go get some vodka immediately.
I mean, it's it's the New Year, man. Do it.
Hello, everyone. This is Mikhail, also known as Michael, the graphic designer here in permanent residence at Dork Tales, and going with he and him. And today I'm playing Trenton Skinner, the pretty much stereotypical cowboy. If you need anything, he'll be over there punching a cow or, I don't know, eating some beef jerky or whatever cowboys do. I don't know.
All right, and do me a favor. You got a lucky rabbit's foot right now, so that means that you're going to have a little bit of extra there. I need you to do me a favor, and let's load your guns right now.
I'm all about the extra.
You should have 4 bennies. And where's my shotgun cock noise?
I'm hoping that's working.
Shotgun load. There we go. There we go. You got
that.
I will always be the first to laugh.
What?
Just shotgun cock.
Wow.
It's not even funny.
It's not even funny. What is wrong with y'all?
I don't know.
Just don't get caught in the blast range.
Yeah, you don't want it to get, you know what, I'm more mature than this.
We're ending it. We're ending it here.
Yeah, let's put our cocks away. And
it's a double barrel, I see.
Oh no.
Are you a Klingon?
Is that a Klingon?
That's what everybody was thinking there, right? All right. We're mature, folks. Welcome to the first game of the new year. All right, let's pass it over to Christa, if you can talk.
Hi, I'm Christa. I'm Chihista FX in the chat, as well as on Instagram and TikTok. I use she, her, they, them, or rootin' tootin' as my pronouns. And I am playing Ida Driscoll. And excited to be back in 2022.
How would rootin' tootin' work as an actual pronoun? It'd be
you would say Root went to the store for Toots groceries.
I don't think you could.
You know what? I've heard weirder.
Oh my.
It's true. All right, let's go ahead and pass it down to James. Hey, James, how's it going, man?
Not too bad, yourself? Howdy, folks. I'm James, and today I am going to be playing Thomas Catlett. Oh, sorry, I use he, him pronouns, pardon me. Cool. And today I am playing Thomas Catlett, who also uses he, him pronouns, who is the gambler who may be into other questionable things. Questionable magical things.
I was just thinking, you were like, I use he and him pronouns, and so does my character, and I'm like, not like that guy you met last game. I mean, in fact, he doesn't use any pronouns anymore, but because he's he's dead. I guess, you know what, this is Deadlands. The dead can have pronouns. And Christa, you forgot to load your gun.
I did. I'm so sorry.
Load your damn gun.
Pew pew pew.
All right, James, load your gun. I got a different sound for James.
I can't hear the sound.
I know, it's cards rifling.
Ooh, nice.
Dealing out. It's
classy.
Good. And Millie will be along shortly, and we'll deal her in. But in the meanwhile, I guess... stop dealing. Sorry, my sound pad won't stop dealing. I guess I get dealt into. No, I'm gonna use the shotgun sound. Okay. So actually, you know what? I get 5 bullets because of Mike's.
You're welcome.
Oh no!
Boom.
Right.
All right, so folks, this is the first game of 2022. Wanted to say thank you all for joining us for another year of being just the rootinest, tootinest varmints out here. I got like, I have a drink in the fridge I'm gonna grab during the break. I just remembered I bought this fermented honey beverage the other day, and I'm like, ooh.
Little mead.
No, it's
mead
not
for the new
actually.
year?
No, it's non-alcoholic, but it's like it's got a nice bite to it, regardless.
Mm.
It's weird, but it's
So it's like a mead kombucha.
it's basically mead bucha.
Mead bucha.
Mead bucha.
Kombu mead?
Kombu mead.
No. Kombucha mead?
Me
Mead bucha is better.
Bucha.
Mivucha.
Subucha.
Voulez-vous boucher mead bucha soir? C'est ça? Will you have some mead bucha with me?
Oh, I see you're double-barreled.
No.
Dun 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 dun.
We're off to it. We're off to a great start this
Welcome.
year.
This is actually a Star Trek game that you didn't know you were in, and they're just in the Wild West.
Can we please
Are
be
we
on
on
a holodeck?
holograms? Oh no!
Please be on a holodeck.
If I get sick of this module, it's just gonna turn out that it was a holodeck program.
Hang on. Wait, I have the complete Trek voyages. Let me.
Of course you do.
You know, you could put this like really way back in time. We could do like the go back in time travel thing. If we turn out that we're on a holodeck, and then we leave the holodeck and we're on the Starship Curiosity.
It's true. It's true. Well, the alternative, if I really don't want to play this game anymore, is that I just have like one of the NPCs, like the Ortega the cook, turns around after doing some like minute task and goes, "Well, Al, I think it's time," and just leaps out.
And we're NPCs that get stuck on the ship thinking we're cowboys.
Yep. Nope. It's just Quantum Leap the entire time, which is the superior show. God, I miss Quantum Leap so much. I have like 3 seasons of it on DVD, if you can believe that.
Amazing.
But all right, so folks, we're gonna hop into game in just a minute. I'm mostly stalling for time right now to hope Millie can get in here.
Yeah, she said she was close.
Good.
Hey, if you ever do one of those games where it's like few players, get like one player and they could be like the Quantum Leap thing, and you could be like, what's his name, Al, who's like guiding him through the different adventures.
I would need to build. Actually, the pad's pretty easy to build. It's just a bunch of blocks. But I just need the noises. I just need a soundboard. There's got to be a Quantum Leap soundboard out there.
There's gotta be a Quantum Leap
Probably, yeah.
soundboard. Are you kidding
Bunny
me?
is saying hootenanny.
Hootenanny!
Are you ready to turn your camera on, Bun?
What is that? Is that the wild call of the hootenanny in the distance?
Hootenanny. All right,
Wild
so
bunny hearted.
a wild bunny hearted appears. I use a master ball. All right, so hey folks, I just want to say real quick before we hop in, thank you so much for sticking with us. I put out a big video where I gush and get kind of gushy and soft, and so these folks helped out too. I just want to say thanks, because Dork Tales is really picking up steam, which is, I don't know, it's the age of steam, so
Chugga.
Actually, you know what? Hold on. Dork Tales is really... Do I have enough time? Hold on. I'll do this. Hold on.
Jackalope in midstream.
All right, so Dork Tales is really picking up.
I'm going to assume you put in a steam engine yourself.
No, it's just a steam train. Where's
it's just going.
Give me the steam release.
You want a steam whistle?
I assumed that it would be there. I have a steam hiss. It started off with a hiss. How did it end up like this? It was only a hiss.
It was only a hiss.
You're waiting for Zoom permissions. What? Oh, there you are. Okay. Hold on one sec. We're just going to juggle Mills in. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So let me just unclick
Someone
my
else snorted.
Millie's horse.
Shit.
What? Wait, where did Millie go?
It's just a cycle.
There.
Oh goodness, that's a good question. Where haven't
Where'd I go?
Oh.
There we go. Okay. So let me just... Millie arrives at 2:26. Okay, cool.
Hey, for not knowing we had game only being this late feels pretty impressive.
Honestly, it's pretty good. It must help to play a character that can be like kind of messy.
It is specifically helpful. Yes.
OMGM is correct. Whoever ends up in the Marshal Square has to run the game, and I go take a nap.
Yes.
Oh, and I got to do one thing
Ah.
real quick because I forgot to update the episode banner. Here we go.
Episode banner.
Episode banner full of episodes. There we go.
So do we already do intros? Do I not get to find out how all of you are doing and how all your New Year's are? Because it's so wonderful to see all of you.
It's so good to see you. Happy New Year, Millie.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, y'all. All right. Well, you know what? We all did our introductions, and I'll cut to Millie. Millie.
Well, hi. I'm Millie. I'm also bunny-hearted in the chat. I'm a cozy, comfy VTuber typically, and every now and again I violate the sacred oath on this channel, and yesterday on my own channel to eat the spiciest chip in the world, which was a deeply dubious decision.
Did you already did that?
I am still feeling kind of weird. Yep.
You're a little red-faced
It lasted
right
an
now.
hour, and honestly, I'm pretty impressed. I think that might be lighting. I was trying to compensate for my busted camera last week, and I fixed the camera, but I didn't redo my lighting.
So, quick question.
wow.
Before you ate that chip, I gave you a bunch of advice since I am also a spice idiot. Did any of it help? Did it help like psych you or prepare you, or did you just still go in blind?
Honestly, I had advice from so many people, so I feel like some of it probably helped, some of it probably hindered, and overall, I think it was sheer willpower.
Did it feel like your throat was going to close up for a sec?
It felt like quite the opposite. My sinuses had never been more clear.
You could smell us on the West Coast.
I could smell the moon.
You could smell through your ears.
I could. My ears don't smell very good though. Just to let you know, like you.
How do your ears smell?
Your
Terrible.
kind of. Continuing this super well planned rambly intro, my root and tootin' pronouns are they and them or she and her. And I'm playing Frida Heckmann, who's totally not some kind of Jules Vernian explorer from a slightly different place.
I don't know.
Nice. All right. So, folks, welcome to Deadlands Blood Drive. We're going to get started right about now, because I just realized I just need to grab my notebook that has all the character sidekick names in it. Ugh. Is it this guy? It's probably this guy. Yep, Deadlands. Cool. So I realized that I was smart and I put all my notes across 2 different notebooks. And apparently I forgot that Luke Canton was played by Will Smith. So I'm going to have to go back to Mississippi Will Smith. Welcome to Earth, y'all.
Welcome.
Welcome to Earth. All right. So any last things that we should talk about? You've already loaded your tokens, I see. Any last things that we want to talk about before it is time to begin the blood drive?
I was reading all the comments that people were leaving on our thank you video on YouTube. If you want to feel really like we're in a great community of people, that's the place to go and leave your feelings, because that is just a big slice of amazing.
It's really
The Discord comments have been beautiful.
Thank you to everyone, because it was so needed at the start of the year to just like, hi, here, let's give you some love.
It's really true. I say in my opening that we have like the best community on the internet, and I'm always really amazed at how true that is. Despite the fact that we post private games on YouTube, 99%, like literally 1 out of 100 comments is negative. And it's always someone posting something really ridiculous like, ugh, I can't believe you talk about pronouns, or, there's too many women on this stream. It's always something really where it's like, really?
Yeah.
Like, what is your problem?
Just walk away. There are so many other streams.
Or like,
all
you
men
guys
you can
talk
go
too
watch.
much.
You role-play too much in this role-playing game.
Well, yeah, someone called me on that, and then later they left another comment that was like, thanks for putting chapter breaks so that I know when you're done doing intros and stuff. And I'm like, there was one on the video you commented on originally too.
Why are you still watching?
I mean, I'm glad that they're still watching if they're enjoying it, you know, but it's just funny. It's like, but all the other comments are like, oh, this game was so much fun. Oh, I'm so excited. And it's awesome. Mm-hmm. There's no better feeling. And also thanks for everybody real quick who joined the Patreon, because I posted something about, oh, by the way, join the Patreon. And like 6 people did. And it's just like, oh, thank you. That's really great. It's phenomenal. I've been trying to put like that chapter break so people can skip the intro so that they don't have to hear our chitter chatter every time. Because I think we're funny, but I mean, you know,
I think we're hysterical.
We're really funny. We're really funny people.
We are.
We're funny looking.
We have our moments.
I mean, I'm funny looking all the time.
Same.
And I gotta say, before we begin, I am so excited that I can still button this vest up after the amount of gingerbread cookies I've eaten this week. Because they put out gingerbread Oreos, and I was like,
They're so good.
Right?
And the little bits inside of the can. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're heavy.
Not sponsored. Could be sponsored. Oh, speaking
Oreo?
Yeah, Oreo. Ore. Have you seen the where they combine Oreos? Because the idea is that ore is like the top bit and reo is like the bottom bit, so like cookie white stuff. So the white stuff is the re, and they just like combine it different, so it's like cookie top and like four white stuffs and a bottom is like oh. But it's like 100 different versions of it's so good.
That's amazing.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb, and I love it. But so we're gonna hop in because I gotta kill you guys.
Yeah,
but,
I'm almost dead. You're almost there.
But thank you so much for being here today, folks. We're gonna have a JoJo reference, absolutely. Isn't there always?
Bam.
And yeah, so what was the hell were we talking about before the Oreos came out? Oreos. Oh, I was gonna say, speaking of some pretty cool people who are not sponsors but are friends of the channel in the chat right now, is Norse Foundry, which Norse Foundry are a group that makes some of the best dice on the market. You should go check them out right now if you can. They have been really supportive of the channel, like really good friends, and they're just like the nicest guys. Like Eric, who's in the chat right now, is like a super nice guy, and has just been like fantastic to talk to, and like just really.
He mentioned that Norse Foundry Artificer, who's the top dog, who is in for a bit, apparently our channel is his favorite one to say out loud. Because we have a very good name.
We do. It was so good that I've been at conventions, like little baby conventions, repping like our swag and like this banner that Michael made, and had people like start screaming the DuckTales theme at me. James, you were next to me at the time. We were walking through the like at Mid-Isle Con or something, and like some big fat dad like right in my face. I'm like,
I don't remember that. I was there, but was I with you at that moment?
I think you might have been behind the banner. That kind of, because it's like a sail.
I might have, and I have like zero perception skills. I am terrible that way.
And some things just irk me for no reason when I'm out in public. Where I'm just like, what? Turn into Yosemite Sam for no reason at all. I don't know. Darnation. Anyway. So cheers to everybody. It is time to... Oh, thanks for the sub, DJ Hollowback. All right, we're going to hop into game right now. So let's do this thing. I mean, it's fine if it plays in your head. I just don't yell it in my face as you pass me in a crowded, like, vendor's hall. Right? Like... Also, when did we change it from
I will
dealer's room to vendor's hall?
whisper it in your ear in the ara voice. That'll be the new plan.
Oh, do you want to you want to do this? You want to have an ara off? Ara off.
I don't. Wrong channel.
Ooh. Krista, you're muted. I'm pretty sure.
Walk out.
You'll walk out.
Have it.
God, I keep defaulting to my Geralt voice like nonstop after my cold, so it'd just be like, DuckTales. Oh wow.
Excuse me while I shift my seat.
I really want to run a Witcher game, but I don't have enough time to go to the bathroom, let alone to run another game. I've moved to bottles. All right, folks.
Bedpan.
Yeah, just a bed. I don't have a bed. I don't have time to go to bed. Today was the first day I've actually really slept. I slept in until like 11 a.m. and I was like, oh shit. DuckTales. Oh wow.
Well, see, someone else has to run the Witcher game so that you can play a Witcher.
They did. Actually, Travis Legg over at Plastic Age plays did, and I played a Witcher with the same voice because I'm like, nobody. He ran a Witcher game and nobody wanted to play a Witcher, and I'm like, all right, fine. I didn't want to be the walk spotlight, but then nobody took it, and I'm like, Krista, I mean, we're all, like, the majority of us are at the very least mesoverts, if not extroverts. So
Yeah.
you know, if that spotlight's lonely, you're going to make it a friend.
Absolutely.
Because you can't
No
leave.
one's using it. It shouldn't go unused.
Yoink.
So I spent the entire game just being this guy who was super grumpy about Geralt being famous and him not being famous. It was such a good character. Casimir of Lyria.
Oh,
No,
was so
that
good.
sounds really fun.
It was really fun.
should we go kill me now?
We should go kill you now.
Yeah.
Frida did her best.
Of course. Except I gotta do this. Sounds like Hootenanny. All right. Winds howling. All right. All right, so let me just say, start is at, well, we stalled for 38 minutes. Let's go.
I mean, I personally appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
Hey, Nanny.
Hey, it's start of the
appreciate
year.
your
We had to
friends.
start somewhere.
Yep, and we're starting now. Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Deadlands, Blood Drive. When last we left our cowfolks, they were at Sutter's Flats, engaged in something of a massive shootout with some agents of the Bayou Vermilion Railroad. Y'all survived. The agents from Bayou Vermilion were not so lucky. In fact, you put each and every one of them boys and girls into the ground. One of you even walked off with a pair of their boots. You made it back, rushing out of Sutter's Flats as quickly as you could manage. You and Abby, Bill Sutter's niece, who had led the expedition into town to grab supplies. When Abby Morton explained to her uncle what had happened, well, they all could do nothing but hurry their efforts to leave the lazy-ass ranch. Following that dust-up, Bill has decided that 3 days might be a bit too much time to wait. The next day was spent on final preparations, both for the herd and for y'all yourselves. For safety reasons, all y'all are kept close to the ranch, as are all of the cow folks that would have been tagging along as well. Now, as you're getting ready, how many wounds do y'all have? Ida, you got 2. Anybody else have a wound? You got 1? All
I got a
right.
big old hole in my arm.
All right. Well, on the way back, Abby would have tried to heal you up. And so that means that I got to do a quick roll for her. So, now the rolls for healing, I have to get what again? Let me just check, because this is the first time we've healed. The heal skill is on page 96.
I'm pretty sure it's just a standard check, so it's
Is
like
it just 1 success needed?
yeah. So 1 success will give you 1 wound. A raise will
Two
give
on
you
a
2,
raise.
and you have a -1 if you don't like have healing kit or equipment or something like that. Like that's
All right, sounds good. Trenton, Abby will be able to fix you up good and proper. Bandage. It was your hand that had been shot, right? Or your arm?
No, clean through the bicep.
She'll patch it up, stitch it up, and do a bit of burn into it. And Ida, she's gonna give you a try as well if you'll let her. Now you just need to
And
stay
be
still.
worse.
You need to stay still and do me a favor, Mr. Catlett. You got that?
Yes.
Do you have that spare boot?
The old one.
The
yeah.
old ones?
I'll pull out my my old, like the old worn up pair that I purchased.
Good. I don't think this leather's gonna mind. Ida, can you open your mouth, please? Sorry to put a
She'll
boot in your
take
mouth.
the boot.
She'll give you like the ankle like of it, not
Yeah.
the really dirty part. And she's gonna try to reset you right there. I will let you spend one of your bennies to let her reroll.
Oh no. Yes, I will spend a Betty.
Okay. I lost a die on the floor, so give me 1 sec. Oh. Oh.
Oh,
I considered her to be a wild card because she
Fair.
she's Abby Morton. So on the first die, I rolled a 0 and a 3. When you spent the Benny, I rolled a 0 on my D4. Oh, pardon me, I rolled a 1. And I rolled my 6 and it exploded twice. So that is going to be a total of 13.
Oh my
there.
God.
So with an incredible, or actually, hold on.
Oh, Jesus.
She resets your ribs, bandages them best as possible. And using a spare cattle brand is going to cauterize some of the wound there. So that's
There's
going to
a
knock
very
you.
loud scream, and she is passed out.
Okay. You spend the next day healing. The rest of you spend the next day working. Now, when y'all are doing your travels, I don't know what I was trying to say there.
Travail.
Your travails.
I mean, we
like
could be
work.
working in French. We could be travailleur. Yeah.
You could be. Okay, so I'm just going to send you something in our private chat just so that you have a reference to this.
Ooh.
And I'm going to explain it to everyone else.
Secrets.
So,
Secret
for those of
message.
you who have not been on a cattle drive before, which I'm assuming is most, the next day you ride out and start heading up the trail, heading north. Now, the lazy-ass riders are split between 3 points, okay? You look at a cattle drive as a big mass of people. At the front of it, you've got point. In front of that's the trail boss, which is its own thing. The chuck wagon goes ahead as well because it has all your supplies in it and is primary importance. Okay? The actual drive itself, though, only consists of 3 positions. Okay? 4 positions technically, but you're in the 4th one. So, point manages to stay at the front. They're the most experienced hands outside the trail boss, who is, of course, Luke. Luke Canton is the one who's in charge of this. Bill makes the big decisions, but on the day-to-day, he's basically the driver. Bill's the navigator. And you'll find throughout this trip that Bill is actually... He trusts Luke a lot and is willing to cede authority to him and to delegate to a man who knows better about things. Bill may be a gruff son of a bitch, but there's one good trait that he has. The point riders are the most experienced hands, as I've said. They have a coveted spot at the head. They keep the lead steers headed in the right direction. They set the pace. Luke Cannon is at the front of them. Swingmen are up by the shoulders, if you're looking at this kind of as a body. They ride in pairs, one at each side, about a third of the way back along the herd, and keep things moving. They're usually positioned in a pair about 2/3 of the way back, and, so they basically are the shoulders. They drive through and they make sure that basically form a wedge. Okay, behind them, as it starts to diamond back in, so picture this kind of like a stop sign, I guess, more than anything. Behind them are the flank riders, positioned in pairs about another third of the way back. They're responsible for wrangling the cattle that drift to one side of the main body and kind of just tucking the waist in. Okay, and then at the very back, the least experienced are the drag riders. They're responsible for rounding up stragglers, driving the slower cattle at the herd's pace. You're basically, if you ever played soccer, they're playing fullback, right? They're playing defense. Y'all have been positioned in the drag riding position. And as you are wandering across the plains right now, you are going to be catching, unfortunately, all of the dust and cow farts that are drifting your way. That's actually in the book, by the way. I'm not just being gross. They get to breathe the dust and flatulence of several thousand cows and beeves. So it's the bottom of the totem pole on the drive, is what the book says right here. However, I'd like each of you to make me a quick notice roll.
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay.
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay.
Sorry, they start wanting to come out of their box.
It's okay.
I got 1.
You got 1?
Yeah.
So
It's 4 for
yeah.
1, right? Yeah, so 1.
1. Both of you are going to take a look around, and it's just the 4 of you back there running drift. Drag, not drift. That's Tokyo. Back where you are, you're going to notice that it's just the 4 of you, and each of you, has a definite gun on their hip. If someone's going to come from behind, you're going to see them. After what happened down at the general store, you think that Bill might have a a bit of an expectation of your capabilities. And as such, he's got you back there. Quick question. When you were in there and Phelps had been killed, did anybody take his guns? Trenton, did you take them?
Yeah, I probably gave Ida her pistol back because for whatever reason the front end lags, and that's how I ended up shooting somebody right in the femoral artery. And I was done aiming for his head, so
Sounds good.
This gun don't shoot straight. You can have it back.
So you're gonna. Sorry, go ahead, Thomas.
And I was just gonna say, Thomas also like tossed everything. He just basically grabbed everything he could and tossed it on the wagon.
Okay.
So we should probably add a bunch of assorted rifles and whatever they were carrying.
Sounds good. I will say that most of them are Colt Frontiers. This is going to be a pair of Colt Peacemakers. Pretty sizable, as well as a bunch of Winchester 73s. So if anybody wants to have any of those on their sheet and ready, let me know real quick.
I'll probably add a pistol and a rifle.
Cool. The pistols are 2d6 plus 1, rate of fire and AP 1 each. And honestly, there's no real difference here between the Colt Frontier and the Colt Peacemaker, aside from that the Colt Peacemaker is going to draw more attention because it's flashier. And so that is where y'all are headed. Now, who among you have been on a cattle drive before? Okay, so here's some things you know. The chuck wagon is the heart. It is the most important job, and it actually has an interesting job at the end of the night that you know about. And I'm just saying this because I actually like the historical part of this. So besides being a roll-in kitchen, Ortega's wagon is also where all of the stuff is carried that isn't in use. It's the main wagon that gets moved. As you were doing that, or as that is being moved as well, you know that Ortega does not do night watch. He is the only member of the crew who does not get picked for night watch because he's got to be up first thing in the morning to cook. And it says right here that he's got the longest working day of anybody on the drive, so he gets to sleep in. Well, he gets to sleep early, I guess you say. But here's something interesting I didn't know about cattle drives. His last job in the evening is to point the tongue of the wagon toward the North Star to orient for the next day in case the sky is overcast. So the chuck wagon acts as a compass. You literally follow your stomach.
That's very cool.
Isn't that neat?
That is actually really cool. Yeah.
I love these little simple solutions where
Science history.
Science history. Sorry, I'm a historian. This is just a thing for me. God, actually, I'm a historian. That's so weird to say. I'm a master of history.
Ew.
On a non-historical note, or possibly historical in this context, I'm just trying to figure out, you gave me the broken bones condition. I don't know if that is fully affected by wound healing, or if that's going to go for a while. Because I feel like yeah, you can heal up like bleeding, but
what does the broken bones do?
I can't find it. I'm looking at the wounds page and I don't see anything that says broken bones.
If you want to, I can do research on that.
Yeah, why don't you research that real quick while I'm running? So I think it's on the injury table. So yeah, it's part of the injury. So
oh, injuries.
Yeah, so it's on 95 of Savage Worlds. And ooh, got some cool people.
Okay, it reduces my agility type, but does that go away?
Like, I think it does once you heal, right?
Okay.
Anyway, James, you look that up real quick. It should be on 95 or 96, and I'll just go back to running the game, so for the audience.
Yeah.
Okay. It is a grueling day. As you are making your way through, the horses moving around you, well, it is quite a busy one. I'd like all of you to do me a favor real quick. As you head up north, you're going to have to do some jobs throughout the day, and you find yourselves riding alongside the back, getting kind of, well, definitely coated in dust and grime and dirt. Roll me a d10, if you wouldn't mind.
1.
A 1? Okay.
4 for me.
I have an 8.
Okay.
I got a 10.
Okay.
Ooh. Look at you, Mr. Fancy Pansy, with your la-di-da rolling a 10.
I would like to point out
Get out of Dodge.
because I use dice that actually have little. I don't know if you can see it, but they're little ducks.
It's a little out of focus.
Yeah,
But that sounds really, really cute.
they're basically little ducks trapped inside of clear dice. So
Amazing.
All right.
they're my lucky duck dice.
So, the one who rolled a 1, you're going to spend the day basically continuing the drive as much as possible. At the end of the night, as everybody is collecting it together and having their dinner, or at least their, cleaning up for dinner as much as you can there, you are going to have a little bit of an additional job. You are going to be going around branding steers. And joining you on this task is going to be none other than Ihane, the Cherokee man.
Oh. Heck yeah. Did I write that down?
As you were working, he's a very dry person. Very quiet, keeps to himself as you're working. But you're going to notice that he does have a bit of a love of these steers. He's very gentle with them. Definitely kind of tries to... You can't really prepare a steer for the pain it's about to feel in its flank, but you can kind of be as kind as possible. Give him, like... I guess cows can eat sugar, can't they?
And salt cubes and sugar cubes.
Okay. You can see that he makes a point of, like, preemptively salting them and keeping them nice and sedated as you do that. Giving you a nod when he feels like they're ready. And honestly, it goes better than most of the cattle branding that you've done in the past. No reason to be cruel to them. They'll get that at the end soon enough.
I agree. I'll work in like just silence with him, of just following every move, and unless he talks, I'll probably stay quiet for respect of him.
You dealt with Arthur and Ollie.
I did, yes.
They're both idiots.
You are correct, yes. Although I find most young men suffer from that.
Is that why you're out west?
Not so much. The foolishness of young women, I suppose.
Your own?
Partially, yeah.
We're all running from something.
I believe that.
Best of luck that it doesn't catch you.
Same to you.
Already did. And with that, that's going to be how you spend your evening. Who rolled a 4? Was that James?
That would be me. Yep.
All right, James, you and Barney O'Toole, the young whippersnapper of 16, are going to be out. This is the worst part. I hate this part. I hate this part so much. He says as you are wandering around some of the steer looking for one to slaughter for the trip.
Oh, life and death are part and parcel.
I know. I just spent so much time helping raise them. It just don't. No.
Wait, did you get raised on a farm?
Well, yeah, but
I would have thought this would be kind of a normal part of the whole cycle. I was a city boy myself. This is not something I got a chance to experience.
I was raised on a farm, but he kind of looks sheepishly down. As he does so, you can't help but think of how cute he looks. It's not like, I don't know, it might be hitting you like that, but like he just looks cute. He can't grow even the slightest bit of stubble, except right along his top lip. And he just looks so young as he's sitting there stammering and quivering to himself. And
Are we well and alone right now?
yeah, you guys are off kind of milling around some of the cattle that are at the watering hole that you have arrived at in the evening.
Well, there's nothing wrong with being an empathetic soul. I mean, maybe this isn't the business for you. There's plenty of other jobs I'm sure you could go and find with, they won't have you going around having to...
Well, I'm no coward. I'm no coward at all.
I don't doubt. I don't doubt. I don't find this pleasant either.
I mean, to be honest, you get the feeling that he's kind of like, he wants to say something, but he's worried he's going to get judged.
It's okay, boy. You can talk to me. I'm not gonna be whispering your secrets to anyone.
I mean, I was raised on a ranch, sir, but it was a chicken ranch.
Oh,
I mean, chicken.
Different thing between a chicken and a proper steer. Eh?
Chickens are easy. Chickens are real easy. I mean, I don't care about a chicken. Chickens are. Pardon me. Chickens are a-holes, sir.
I'm afraid I wouldn't have much experience.
They just poop everywhere, and they won't stop squawking. And they keep you up at night. And don't even get me started about roosters. Roosters are the worst. I mean, there's a reason they're called cocks.
Oh, kid, you are delightful.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were laughing at me.
No.
I was like, Mr. Cat, what is it?
Catlett.
Catlett. What is that?
East Coastish?
Is that a thing?
Yeah, of course it is.
Oh. Well, Mr. Catlett, it's nice working with somebody from back there. I mean, honestly, I've always wanted to go by the East Coast. I hear that all these monuments and buildings. I heard there's one building out there. It's like just this like made of marble, like they had back in ancient Greek stuff.
Yes, there's a good number of those about.
I heard about the Liberty Bell.
Oh yes, the Liberty Bell.
How that done have a crack in it. I just don't know why they don't try to fix that up.
It's kind of become a tradition thing, I should think. See, back east is a wondrous place, but I mean, I'll be right honest. I came out here looking for exactly the wonders that you have. There's all sorts of things out west here they don't have back east, but maybe that's a good direction for you to travel.
They got.
You're a solid boy. I'm sure you could find some good work. I could write you a letter of recommendation. Might get you into some of the mining companies.
I was thinking I might try to go to school someday. I just kind of want to get away from. I mean, they got monsters back east.
Not near as many. There's a lot of folks that go around that looking to clean out those kind of problems. They don't tend to creep about much.
There's a lot of stuff around here that you don't want to see at night, sir. So you be careful.
I'll be right. I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
If we get a little further north, a little more toward Oklahoma, sleep with a kerchief over your neck.
Why is that?
My family comes from just south of Oklahoma. Before, we moved down toward Sutter's Flats, and my brother and my sister. Well, my ma and my pa. They got ate up by a thing that comes into the house. My little sister thought it was a delivery man or a postman. So She invited the man inside. And then he ate him.
Oh.
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
Yeah, that's what my uncle called him.
A cult? Do I happen to know?
You can go ahead and make me roll.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Absolutely, because they absolutely exist in this world now.
Yeah, totally. And
FYI, everybody got bennies. So
Everybody got
if everyone
bennies. I got
wanted to
6 hurt
update,
the Moors, 3 something good happens,
and a drama bomb.
and a drama bomb. Which I need a dice for the drama bomb. God damn. Okay, so I've used my hurt them more to just increase my bennies.
Too bad you can only max out at 6. Mwahaha.
Oh, it looks like I'll just have to reload. I'm doing double barrel tonight.
Oh, that's an option, is it? Because I got a bazillion points.
You can't buy for yourself in your own game, unfortunately.
I know, right?
All right. Drama bombs are sold out because I only allow one of those 2 against the game. So that's what'd you get on your roll, Catlett?
I got 1 success.
1 success. It's some type of. You've heard stories of vampires, plague spreaders.
The blood drinkers.
Yeah, they got tuberculosis and died pretty quick after that. I was outside at the time. I was just 14 and should have been old enough to do something, but I was outside in the outhouse when he came in, so I just hid until morning when I heard the screaming.
Well, if it was one of those, I don't think there's much you could have done. They are frightful creatures. You would have died as well.
Yeah,
There's no fault in cowardice if it keeps you if it keeps you alive when you just would be dead otherwise. Fear has a purpose. Puts us in our place. It's got to be managed and controlled, but if you can do that,
I don't want to be scared no more.
then go east. There's nothing wrong with going east.
Maybe I will after we get the cattle where they're going. But I made a promise, and no O'Toole ever broke his word when it came to work. It came to working for somebody.
I tell you what, you want to stay safe? You stay close to Ida and Frida, all right? They may not look it, but they're amazingly capable folks.
Well, yeah, they seem like pretty tough ladies.
They are indeed. And Trenton's downright lethal.
That's good. Trenton taught me how to shoot.
Oh, it's good.
I'm getting pretty good, actually. I'll show you sometime. I don't want to spook any of the cat. Oh, heck, we got to pick one. Be a man, Barney. How about that one there?
How's it look?
Looks fine. Honestly, at this point, all these cattle are well fed enough, and they've only been walking for a day or so.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all fine.
Well enough.
And with that, you go and slaughter that one. And the last thing that you'll hear as you do is, I wish I hadn't named him.
Oh, what'd you name? Thomas will ask after, well, what's the name of her?
Well, that's Gertruda.
Gertruda?
Yeah, and that's May, and that's April, that's June. I mean, I went through the months. It was easy. I ran out of names. We got a lot of cattle.
I understand. And I think
Every single cattle is named.
I mean, Barney has a photographic memory for numbers.
My God.
Numbers and names. That's how it works.
That's the 1st of June. There's the 2nd of June. There's the 3rd of June.
It's the kids, the generations of cattle.
June the 3rd, June the 5th, yeah, June
Yeah.
the 32nd.
One last thing Thomas will try to do is he'll try to remember the scene where he saw Gertruda, and he'll try to like sketch it out for him, and pass the sketch off to him like later that evening.
Nice. That sounds good. Go ahead and make me a relevant. Do you have draw as a skill or whatever it is?
I do not.
Okay, you can still sketch it out.
This is like a hobby for him.
All right, that works for me. What would that be? That'd probably be like an agility.
Yeah, either an agility or an academics maybe, because he does drawing for like. Because he does drawing. He used to do drawing for his work. Right?
Sure. Yeah, academics is probably. You're going for the numbers. All right. So what was the next number that somebody rolled? It was. I know someone rolled an 8.
Frida.
Oh, sorry, I can't hear you, Millie.
Would help if I was unmuted. I rolled an 8.
Okay, what did Trenton roll?
I rolled the 10.
A 10. That's right. Okay. So, Catlett, how'd you do?
I got 1 success.
All right. So, with 1 success, cool. Yeah, you managed to do a nice sketch, and he'll thank you for it. Feeling a little touched by it. So, let's see. That's going to be... So, Millie, Ida's going to get pulled aside and sent out with Marley Kane. Now, did we define Marley very much?
I don't think
Checking my
so.
list.
I don't think so. I think he was one of the ones that was ill-defined. So tell me about Marley Kane.
Which one of us you asking?
Well, you define it. I think you missed the game where a lot of people were being defined. So tell me about Marley Kane. Who is he, and what's his voice sound like?
Oh gosh, I'm the wrong person for remembering actors' names. I think his voice sounds like Danny DeVito.
Okay.
Just because I want to see you do this.
Does he kind of look like Danny DeVito?
And I think he looks kind of like Danny DeVito.
Okay. All right. So you and Marley Kane are sent out to. Now, does he have a neutral accent, or does he have? You know what? Yeah, he's from Missouri.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, that means that you can have a slight accent, but not too much. Because I grew up in Missouri. That's how we know these things. You have been sent out to hunt additional food and fetch fresh water for the crew. So tonight you're looking for fresh water. So looking for streams and stuff. You've been sent out with Marley Kane to go look for this. And what I would like you to do is, what would be a good... give me a survival roll.
Sure. Do. I guess it's just a D4 and a wild card, right?
Just a D4 and a wild, yep.
Oh.
Oh.
I have a 7 somehow.
On a D4, I got a 7 as well.
Very nice.
All right, so with 1 success from each of you, you all are going to go and find a... you're going to find a little watering hole, more like a creek that kind of rolls around some tumbleweed and brush. And as you do, you'll see that there's like, the water's clean enough. It's not going to taste great, but it is fine overall. It's just down this little gulch on the other side of some patches of some pretty, honestly, bright green grass that kind of waves a little bit in the still stepland breeze. It's about 3 foot high, so whatever is there is drinking pretty well out of this stream.
Mm-hmm.
No, that was pretty good, kid.
Yeah.
So what brings you out here?
See, dowsing rod is statistically more accurate than
Dowsing
not
rod?
having dowsing
Not
rod.
dowsing rod. No, you just gotta follow your nose.
No, you could put the dowsing rod to your nose if you want to.
Yeah.
Sort of like the bird.
Well, like a toucan.
Chirp chirp.
Sure, you follow. You can follow your nose. Follow your nose. All right. Well,
what do we have to fill up with water?
You got several buckets, as well as a few canteens, as well. Now, at least You know what? We're less than a half mile away from the rest of the herd. This should be pretty easy.
Do you think we should boil it?
I mean, do you want impurities in your water?
No.
Well, then I would boil it. You don't know
She's
what.
gonna set up a little fire.
All right. I'm gonna go start getting some stuff. You wait here, okay? Or I guess you could give me a hand when you have a sec. I don't know.
What stuff? Other than the water.
The water?
Wow. What? The water.
You don't speak American too well, do you?
No.
It's probably for the best.
I think so.
Yeah. All right, hold on. And I'll start fetching some pails for you. So he'll wander over, and as he does, okay, he's gonna kind of like just stomp his way through some of this grass. Well, whatever this shit is, it's oh, pardon me, lady. Whatever this stuff is, it's drinking pretty well because this is crunchy. Oh, it's
Grass is crunchy?
yeah, it's hard, which is weird because it's really green.
She would like to go collect a sample of this.
Sounds good. So as you wander up to it, can you make me a vigor roll?
For sure. What even is vigor? We just don't know. Oh my gosh. I rolled a 6 and a 4.
Oh,
Let's
nice.
explode the 6, which exploded into a 6. Somehow, inexplicably, I rolled a 14 on
Okay.
vigor.
So that's fine. As you approach it, how do you approach this grass? So what this looks like, so imagine bamboo, but as thin as a blade of grass. Like, you know how when you split
Oh,
bamboo,
wow.
it gets that really sharp knife edge? Picture a 3-foot long, paper thin version of that.
She's going to approach it quite cautiously, as, you know, it's unfamiliar to her, so she'll approach carefully with a little snipper and try to snip one.
You'll be able to cut through it pretty easily. But as you're looking at this, if you want to make me a survival roll to see if you can recognize what this is, you may.
Technically, sure. I rolled snake eyes.
Okay, you rolled snake eyes. This is an edible, very, very potent meal replacement. It's a little sharp, but if you boil this down, well, actually, you don't even have to boil it down, honestly. It kind of works like a tobacco substitute. You just chew it in your gums, and it will basically stimulate your nervous system. It's honestly kind of like a chaw version of like an energy drink.
Wow. Well, she should definitely start collecting a bunch of it.
You definitely should. So with that, I'm going to say that your vigor roll was really good, so you're not initially hurt, but as you're going through, you're going to collect a big bunch of it. But as you do, you take a level of fatigue.
Sure, sounds good.
So you're not going to really be paying attention to why, but as you do, you're going to notice that the sound of stomp, 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 splish, stomp, 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 of Marley going and collecting all of the buckets of water are going to stop suddenly as he looks at you and goes, "Hey, kid, are you okay?" No, look at
So,
yourself.
Look down.
You are covered in blood. And as the camera pulls back, we're going to see that all of the grass around you is suddenly beginning to bloom with these bright red flowers or wherever the blood has fallen. You have all these tiny cuts that have kind of made it on every like exposed part of your flesh and through the thinner material of your clothing.
Well, this is interesting. She's going to try to very carefully walk out of the murder grass.
You can make me a vigor roll to make it through.
Sure. Nothing. I rolled
Nothing?
2 3s.
Okay, so you're going to take another point, unless you want to spend a Benny to reroll.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's spend that Benny.
Because fatigue sucks.
Hey.
Oh, and what is fatigue?
5 and 11.
Oh, okay, cool. That fatigue's not going to hurt that. Fatigue. So just so you know, a point of fatigue, so you get a -1 from all rolls.
Okay,
3
5 to
levels of
10.
fatigue, and you're incapacitated. 4 levels, and you die.
Cool. Sounds good.
This grass can kill you. So you're gonna kind of like slowly crush your way out, and as you do, he's gonna take a good look at that stuff and go, "That I have no idea what that is. I'm gonna be honest with you, but let's stay away from that." And
I think it is different from what I thought it was.
yeah, what'd you
Yeah.
think it was?
Delicious?
I wouldn't chew on that if I was yous. You know, maybe if it goes in your mouth, your teeth come out.
Well, I guess it's time to try to bandage yourself. Or at least wipe all the blood off.
It's these tiny little cuts, like kind of like if you've ever like accidentally just barely nicked yourself with a razor blade, like these little, like, you didn't even feel it. But now that you're noticing them and the wind kind of changes directions and your sweat rolls down your legs, you're gonna notice as the salt from your sweat mixes in.
Oh.
Yeah, let's
Boil some water.
let's boil some water and get back over there. Meanwhile, so you're gonna go ahead and do that. Congratulations, you found the first batch of knife grass.
I hate this stuff.
It's so
Just as a side thing, I think maybe later on she will want revenge on this grass, so she might blast it with burrow and just knock a hole in the grass.
Nice. If you tell anybody else about this, they'll tell you the only way to get rid of it is by burning it.
Oh,
But by all means, burn the hell out of it. Boots the cat. Why do we boots the cat? Okay. All right, so that is how your night is going to go. And then finally, at the end of the night, Trenton, you are called, as everybody is laying down their heads for the night, you are going to be pulled into an altercation.
no.
Kid. Listen, kid, you need to shut up. You need to shut your face before I cave it in. And it's Ollie again. Getting kinda up in the face of your boy, Barney O'Toole. I can't sleep, and if I can't sleep, I can't work. Okay? You understand me? If I can't work, well, you ain't gonna work either. Okay? Look, mister, I was just trying to sleep. I'm sorry if I was doing any snoring, but... No, you're making that whine, kid. It's coming out your nose. I can hear it. You, Skinner, you can hear it too, right? It's driving me insane.
Oh, I'm hearing all sorts of irritating noises right now. What's all this jabbering about? You two got some sort of quarrel?
Yeah, this kid is too noisy and I'm trying to sleep. I'm having trouble sleeping too, sir. It's not me. It's not my nose. I know I did have a whistle for a while when I got that infection a couple months ago, and I'm sorry I kept you up. Just shut up, kid. Listen, you can hear that, right? Or are you deaf, old man?
You talking to someone else?
No, just this crusty fuck in front of me.
Hey, kid, go get a nap. I'm gonna treat my friend here to another nap, and I'm gonna go over and slug him straight in the face.
All right, let's go ahead and do it. Go ahead. You'll have initiative on this one.
Oh.
So go ahead. Let's see if you manage to slug him out. I like Ollie. Ollie, punch by Trenton.
Where is my fighting? Where's my fighting?
Where's your fighting?
Well, I got a 4.
You got a 4? All right, so walking up, you're going to crank him in the face. Go ahead and roll me your damage for a punch.
Okay.
Ooh, Plague Vamp. I got so many good varmints in this book.
Where is my... There it is. 1, 2.
Okay. I need the D8. Where's the D8?
Plus my strength. So that's a 4.
4. All right. So you're gonna crank him in the face, and he is he's gonna take it full on the jaw and reel back a little bit. You really want to do this?
You still talking?
You can hear that shit, can't you?
Like I said, I only hear one irritating sound.
He's gonna try to charge you. So,
Okay.
what do you have a parry? What's your parry?
Where is my parry? It's 5.
5? Okay, so that means that he has to beat your parry, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna spend to re-roll that. It's not gonna work. Okay, cool. He's gonna take a dive at you, running for your midsection, kind of doing a tackle, and you're gonna be able to. What do you do? Step out of the way? Do you punch him? How do you hit him?
I probably just reach over and give him one of those, grab him by the scruff like a collar, like an annoying dog, and just like hold him at arm's length. You're like, you gotta be a lot bigger and quicker to take on someone like me. How about you just go get yourself a nap? You could stick some cloth or something in your ears.
He'll take a few more swings at you, but they're not going to connect from where he is. They're going to kind of brush your shirt a few times. Your guns are probably in their holster still if you got them on you, but he doesn't make a reach for him or anything.
Oh, good.
This is definitely a punch and fight. He's going to swing a couple more times and take a few breaths. And as he does, you're actually going to notice this. You're going to notice it as well. This really shrill whine that kind of echoes over the prairie. It is annoying as hell. And you'll notice that some of the other cowfolk are trying to sleep and rolling over about probably 20, 30 feet away. Would you please shut up? Some of us are trying to sleep over here.
Is it like high-pitched or low-pitched?
It is the sound of like... I need you to picture a cicada and then pitch shift it up into almost dog frequency, but not quite. I don't know if anybody else has this, but you know when you walk through one of those magnetic like library at the front of the door, I can hear them. I don't know if anybody else can. A lot of people don't seem to. And if I'm wearing headphones, I can hear them 3 times as much because of the magnets.
There are certain televisions or monitors that give that off too. There was
Also-
one at Shaw. It drove me mad.
Christa, I don't know if you know this, but in certain places around the world, convenience stores and things will have this box outside that emits a frequency that only young people can hear.
Yeah.
They're called mosquitoes.
Yeah, so I can hear
Exactly,
it still.
yeah.
I still have the hearing
So
of an
can I.
18-year-old. I don't know how, because the amount of the way I listen to my music. But there is this. But yeah, so this is like this shrill, and the worst part is that it's not just this. It starts pulsing like a migraine headache, where it'll go away for a second and then just come back, and every time you think it'll stop for an extra second, and you'll think, okay, it was in 2 seconds, 3, okay, here we are. It is fucking awful, to put it in every way that I can, and I would like you to make me a survival roll.
Survival. Is my... There it is.
And tell me what you get.
That'd be a 7.
A 7? Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna know what this is. This is a humbug. These things are pretty rare. They're basically mutated cicada. They keep to itself except when it's mating season, and the mating noise covers a huge range of frequencies at a ridiculously high volume. Its mating call is so piercing it prevents anyone from sleeping for miles around. Sadly for the humbug, they're rare, and it usually takes a solid month to find a mate. It drives people insane after a couple of days without shut-eye. It will drive people to violence. Entire settlements have been wiped out by this thing. You can hunt it down. It's pretty cowardly. With a 7, I'll say that it can defend itself, but it'll run first. So if you wanted to get a crew together in the middle of the night to go hunt it down, it'll take you about an hour, but you could probably find it.
Is this like actual bug size?
It is a cowardly little... It is... It's the size of a scarab, so it's about the size of, like a brooch. Or a lemon. But it is making the noise of, like, that speaker from that Max L commercial from the 90s, you know? So what do? Everybody is kind of in that half state where they're just trying to sleep and having the damnedest trouble. Do you want to lead a posse?
Yeah, I'll probably start with him. Like, look, you're having trouble sleeping. You know, how about? I've heard about these darn things. I ain't ever witnessed one myself, but let's go out and find it and then just stomp on it, and then we can all get some peace and quiet. And then I don't have to listen to you belly aching all night long.
Fine. Go ahead and...
I'll even let you shoot it if we find it.
Oh, I'm gonna shoot it. There's no version of this world where I do not shoot this. Fine.
You need me to hold it steady for you? I mean, it's a bug. It might move on you.
I'll piss on it first. You can hold my dick. Then he'll...
I'll just use my little fingers then. Make sure I wear my gloves as well.
Oh my.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I don't want any gross old man hands on it. All right, so I would like you to make me a survival check. Now, Ollie's going to help you, so you'll have a +1 on this roll.
Okay.
Which means that you're at a -3 total.
Oh, just a -3.
Is it -3?
Okay. Well,
It's starting to rain outside.
I rolled a 6 plus a 4, so 10, so 7.
7? Okay. And that's with
I
the
just
-3? Oh, 10.
Yeah,
-3, yeah.
Yeah, I just keep missing the raises.
But that's really good. That's 1 all you need. So, you two are eventually going to strut out and find it just at the edge. That's why I wasn't quite hitting all of you. It's just at the edge of the campsite there, about a mile to the south. And as you make your way over there, you are going to find its hidey hole. Now the sound is reverberating, bouncing off all the walls around here, all the canyon walls, off of various cacti and other things in the shrubs, or the steps and the scrubs is what I meant to say. And as you are approaching, let me just see what happens. Once found, you're going to manage to approach. You know that it is kind of in this burrow underneath several rocks that have kind of formed a little bit of a lean-to. What do you do?
Well, there it is. Go get it. I led you to water. How about you start drinking?
All right.
Me, you're the one that seems to want to take a leak on it, so fill up.
All right. You keep your gun out just in case. I gotta remember what this guy's voice actually sounded like. Yeah, I think he's from Montana, but I gave him like a Jersey accent. Does anybody else?
It's easy to be grumpy in a Jersey accent.
Yeah, I guess nobody else has a Jersey accent, so No, Alonzo is the Italian. He's the Jersey boy. No, but he's Italian. He speaks like this. Yeah, all right, cool. So, Ollie is going to be from Montana by way of Jersey. Okay. All right, you keep your gun out, okay? And you don't mess up.
Oh, don't worry. If it jumps on you and starts taking chunks out of you, I'll be sure to empty my entire revolver into it. Hopefully I won't miss. My hand's all old and shaky.
Okay. He is going to run up and with his gun out is going to kick the top rock off, and you're going to see the noise is going to stop for a second as this little beetle like looks up. And I need you to make me a vigor roll immediately. It gets this look on its insectoid face like, you fucking what, mate? Nope. Oh, actually, yeah, that is a success. Cool.
Well, fortunately, my wild card dice got me a 4, so
1?
that saved my bacon. Yeah.
Okay, must make a vigor roll. Okay, so there is an explosion of sonic energy here. I need to know that do you have any vials, cameras, scopes, glass eyes, eyeglasses, anything like that on you?
A glass eye, not yet. No, I don't have any of the above.
Okay, well, what is the gem that's on your bolo tie?
Uh,
Oh yeah, it's raining. Interesting. Sorry, it's been snowing a lot up here, which is really weird for this side of Canada.
It's probably just decorative. Probably like
Okay.
a shiny rock.
So shiny rock or is it glass?
It's rock.
Okay, that's important. All right, so there's going to be an explosion of sonic energy, so much so that your hat's going to fly off your head, and so is his. And you're both going to have your asses knocked to the ground. And this thing's just going to go and fly off toward the south. You can try to make a shot at it if you want.
What in tarnations? Yeah, I'll take a pot shot at
Okay,
it.
you're at a -4. This thing is tiny.
-4. Ooh.
Yeah. Like this, you're shooting at night something the size of like a baseball.
So -4. So it'd be 7.
7. Okay, so
Yeah, because I'm rolling a 12-sided dice and I just rolled an 11.
well, I have a toughness of 1, so that's not gonna. You got him. There is an explat sound as your bullet is going to smash through this thing, and Ollie is going to look up at you from the ground. Did you get it?
What? I can't hear you.
Did you? Is it dead? It's dark out.
I think so. Parts of it all over the place. Unless I winged it really good. In which case, there's probably like laying around here somewhere.
What do you mean you want to pray around here someday?
It's a really nice place, and I just put a bug into the ground. We could say some prayers if you want to. Bless you, bug. Wherever bug
Why
you
do
have
you
in
want
your
to
gullet.
shave bears? And with that, that's going to be your night is wandering back. Ollie is going to go to bed, but both of you are going to have a sharp ringing in your ears. This thing would have messed you up proper, by the way, if you hadn't succeeded. It's 2d4 damage directly to your ears.
Ooh.
Wax earplugs reduce your damage, but armor doesn't.
Say what now?
Lana! My tinnitus. All right. So, that is going to be your night heading back. The next day is going to be a rough riding endeavor as you continue to make your way north on the trail. It is quite a long one, actually, and as you are as you're making your way up, you are going to find that I mean, honestly, it's mostly just figuring out what you're supposed to be doing and breathing dust and swatting flies. Now, midday through this day, you are going to be kind of sitting at the back of the the drive, kind of just I guess doing your drag, sitting the four of you riding behind. Now up to the north, I guess. Pardon me, you're riding north, so up to the, I guess, west, you'll see that Abby has her own job there. While everybody else is doing her own thing, she is doing wrangle, which means that she is in charge of the remuda. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, it's Spanish, so it's the remuda, which is all of the horses that are not in use right now are being kind of droved in a herd. Now, they're much easier to do that with than cattle. You know, so she kind of just makes her way up around there. The rest of you, though, what are y'all talking about or doing?
So tell me again, Frida, how many eyes do cows have in Germany?
The regular amount.
Okay, do y'all have cats?
Oh goodness, no.
No, like they're illegal or they can't live there.
No, they have these. They will kill you.
The cats will kill. Are they big? Are they big cats?
Oh, they're massive.
Because cats here are.
At the colony.
There's a Oh, I didn't know Germany had colonies. I know the British did. I didn't know Germany had any.
That is where I'm from, the colony.
Oh, well, I guess. Oh, so you're not from Germany. You're from a German colony. Still very strange, but I guess that makes sense. All right. Yeah.
It's not strange at all. Don't worry about it.
Damn it.
Now, this grass.
Oh.
This grass?
I think I lost internet for a moment there.
I heard this grass.
She'll go off about how the grass is actually the strangest thing she's ever seen, and it tried to drink her blood.
Can I make a survival roll to have heard of this grass?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Survival's a 6. Snake eyes. No fucking idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's energy chew.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You've never. You guys. Oh, I guess that would be a local flora. But yeah, no, you chew it good, and it gives you a little bit of a perk.
Okay, so that is what I thought. However, she's gonna put on her doctoring glasses. Do not put this in your mouth.
Really? Huh.
There are these it's sharp. See, she's gonna like try to hold one up. It's probably cut her finger open. Up.
Ida will try to take it and look at it.
It is very sharp. Like you can.
Is that only
I think that was me. I think
to?
my internet just disappeared.
It might be my internet being a little skeezy as well. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't know. Everyone froze on mine.
Or perchance it's Zoom. Everyone froze for me last time too.
It's Canada and it's winter.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, folks, our internet's coming from Canada. It's like America, but with less funding.
Someone hold the can tighter and pull the string.
Exactly. Yeah, give it a good tug. Break off some of the ice.
All right, so yeah, as you pick up the blade of grass, like it is sharp. Like you can use it to like if you got any hangnails or any like cuticles, you can actually trim cuticles with it.
Wow.
You could, in theory, shave with this. But as you look at it, you're going to notice all these tiny little sucky barbs along the edge of its razor exterior. This thing is not just designed to bite, it's designed to siphon.
Man. Oh, maybe this wasn't what I was thinking of. This is something else. Ooh. You want this one back?
Consider it a present.
Thanks. If she has like a tin or like I don't know, like an old chew tin or something like that, she'll stick it in and put it in a pocket in a saddlebag.
Nice.
How are you
up, Catlett?
feeling?
I'm sorry, what was that?
How you holding up?
Ooh, getting tired. Ugh. This is
It's like 10 in the morning.
It's getting close to high noon.
Ooh, nanny.
Yeah. Sorry. Not the best sleep last night.
Oh yeah, did y'all hear that whistling?
Whistle what now?
I assume that was what kept you up.
No, I had this stone about the size of your fist right in the back. It was
Used to feather beds?
oh damn straight. Nothing like a feathered bed. Most comfortable.
Well, if I ever experience, I'll give you my review.
Oh, I can suggest a few fine feather beds if you'd like.
You know what? Give me a list. If I'm ever out east in a fancy whatever. What about you, Skinner?
Well, had something with feathers in it? Well, there's this one time I had this piece of chicken, and I don't think they skinned it good. It was a little chewy, but honestly, I kept the feather and had it in my hat for the longest time, but then the wind blew up and blew it off, so I ain't had any decoration in my hat for a real spell now, honestly. But hey, if Thomas likes sleeping on that kind of thing, more power to him. I don't know how they do things back east.
That makes two of us.
You're a lovable sword skinner. Real salt of the earth.
Ida wondering how she got stuck with all these nut jobs.
The rest of your day is actually pretty good. It's pretty casual. Throughout the night, you're doing some other stuff like helping keep the fire going. Helping one of you is called to go help Ortega with some serving. Another one of you is out to help Maggie Carter find where her Bible got misplaced. It's where it should be. It wasn't the chuck wagon underneath the bench. It just slid. And just some nice work. Just having a good time. You guys are all put together on first watch of the evening, right as people are starting to hunker down, and over you get the sense that there's some trouble brewing. Well, literally, as the sky begins to darken. And as you're all getting your bedrolls out and getting all set up for the night, thinking, well, this could be a problem, it seems like the clouds begin to move past you. And then suddenly, a crack of thunder overhead slams into the ground next to some of the cattle, not 20 feet away from them, bolts into the ground out of a almost cleared sky. The cattle are going to start, and as they are, I'm spending my drama bomb, y'all are caught in a stampede as they turn around and begin to rush the four of you. I would like, let's see, you are on feet. I want an evade roll.
Evade. Is
Oh,
that a
dear.
skill?
It is a skill, yeah.
Oh no.
Must evade riding if mounted as an action. So evade is, it should be anyway, it's under, I think it's under agility. Let me just,
That would make sense.
Have it.
Yeah, I don't have it either.
Me neither.
let me double check that it is. Let me double check evade, because this is the first time
I have athletics, but
it might just
doesn't
be
quite sound
athletics
like
to
the same
evade.
thing.
Let me just check situational rules. It's probably under their situational rules then. Evasion, an agility roll at.
Oh, good.
Ooh.
Have agility.
If attack can be
It's
evaded and the
2d1.
character is aware of it, he makes an agility roll at a -2. Okay, so you're doing an
Ooh, I
agility.
just made it.
Yeah, I have a 7.
You have a 7? Okay, that's good. That's good.
I got a 4.
Okay.
I got a -2. I have a 2.
Okay, you have bennies.
Sure, I'll spend one of those. Sure.
Yeah, I'm spending one of mine too because I did not get anything.
That sounds good. Now here's the problem with this. This is 1,000 cattle. So as this thing begins to explode outwards toward you, Ida, you're going to start running alongside, kind of working your way toward the flank. When you see the flank start to break around, Frida, you're kind of hanging with Ida as you're running. Thomas, what'd you get on your second roll?
I got 10 going at -2 down to 8, so
That's
double
fine. So
raise.
that's 2. So you are making your way around. You almost get crushed by when you roll the way. Whatever hat you were wearing gets trampled, but does survive. Trenton, what'd you get?
I got a 5.
You got a 5. You have no problem on the first try. However, I need another evasion roll because as you are running out of the way of the main body of the herd, the stampede begins to grow and swell around. To survive a stampede, you need to survive 3 evasion rolls total.
Oof.
And it's
You know
still
what?
a
I will
minus-
spend a something good happens to make it so you only have to survive 2.
Sorry,
So-
my
Internet
internet went out. What are you doing?
So
Yeah,
I
everyone
spent
glitched
a
there.
something good happens so that you only have to survive 2 rolls.
Cool.
So your second roll, go ahead and give me a roll as you're moving your way toward the edge of the herd. Let's go with Trenton first. Trenton, what'd you get?
Is it still -2?
It's still -2 because of the sheer scale.
Ooh.
Or did you get bad?
Well,
Okay,
I rolled a 10, so that was
Okay.
19, 18, so 17.
17. All right, so you're going to be able to
I got a
dive
20.
out of the way. Ida, you're going to be able to make it out of the way. Frida, what'd you get?
20?
Did you get a 20 as well?
I exploded an 8 twice and then rolled a 6.
Holy shit.
So then -2.
All right, so you're going to basically dive and roll behind some
What the
cover.
shit?
Like in synchronized, like you both rolled 20s. So you're going to dive and roll and just tuck and turn and twist and bounce. And Thomas, you roll a 1?
Nope. 6 and a 2, so that's going to be a 12 with the -2.
Ooh, okay. That sounds good. All right, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to spend one of my drama bombs as well. So that is going to go over. I would like, who wants to be the harbinger of bad things?
I am the harbinger of bad things.
Great. Can I get one more person? Can both of you roll me a d12?
D12.
Yep.
I volunteer. Hang on, where's the D12?
As tribute.
All right.
6.
I rolled a 1.
Okay, so that... Okay, so a 6. Okay, so there is going to be a cacophonous crash as some of the cowfolk who are on the edge there, on the other side of where you were sleeping, are going to get caught in this as well. They are going to need to make agility rolls and survive 2 of them. Give me 1 sec to see if they do. Alonzo is the lighter one. Boop. Okay, so that is that. Ooh. Oh, balls. Okay. That is going to be so Alonzo and Ashley Ilott. Ashley being the cowboy with the broken nose, the Gaston of the crew, and Alonzo, the dark Italian, is going to be caught unawares as the stampede explodes around him. Having not enough time to move out of the way, he is going to...
Oh no.
1 sec.
Can we do anything to help?
No, you dived out of the way the other way. This is going to come crashing down on them, unfortunately.
Oof.
And damage dice damage dice do explode, don't they?
They do.
Because I rolled double 6s. Okay, the first hit from the stampede that he takes is going to be 17 points of damage. Which is gonna be...
Why do I picture the opening for Jackass 3?
I mean, hold on. And he failed his second, which I'm gonna spend to hurt them more to make that even worse.
Oh no.
Okay, so Ashley is going to be able to dodge out of the way at the last second, nearly getting rendered by one of the bulls that is going along. But as he does so, there is going to be a pivot in the ground, and Alonzo is going to lurch up from where he caught an early bit of shut-eye that night to take one of the steer's hooves directly between the eyes. He is going to go down and is not going to come back up. Unless someone would like to pay a Benny to maybe have him just be, paralyzed or something.
I'll pay a penny for that.
All right. Alonzo is critically injured.
Oof.
The rest of the night passes in an awful mass of little sleep and even worse, trauma. Alonzo's back was broken by that. His neck as well. Barely clinging to life, a tough son of a bitch. He will live, but from this point on, he'll be riding in the chuck wagon. His skull is cracked in several places, and it takes almost constant care to prevent his brain from swelling up and bursting from the edema.
Oof.
Those of you who were lucky enough to avoid that trouble spend the next 2 hours wrangling the steers that made their way to the edge. All the while, as you do, can I get a notice check at a -2? Because it is dark out.
Sure.
If any of you have the ability to see in the dark.
I certainly could, but I'm not going to try right now, I don't think.
Okay.
Nothing.
Nothing?
I have 1.
You have 1? Okay.
I have 1, yeah.
1. In the distance, you swear at some point that there is something standing at the edge. Just at the edge of your vision, where the darkness begins to blur together. You start seeing the mottled shapes as your eye struggles to make something out of it. When you look directly at it, you can't see anything, but in the corner of your eye, in your peripheral vision, you start to see little hints of shape and motion. It's subtle, like a man standing in the distance. It's shaped like a small, large-eared man. About 3 feet tall, maybe? Maybe 2? Or maybe it's just bent over. Whatever it is, it looks very hungry. At least that's what your mind says that it is. It doesn't get any closer throughout the night, as far as you can tell, but you will get the sense that something is watching you from the shadows. Do you get some sleep?
I think so.
Okay.
Other than the person being smudged, being spooked by things is pretty typical. So.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably quickly. Was Ashley okay?
Ashley's fine. He's a little rattled.
Okay, probably would have just like checked in to make sure he was okay, and then left him to his devices.
I should have grabbed him.
You couldn't. I should have too, and I was awake, and you couldn't have been any faster than you were. Don't lose yourself in this. And she'll give him one of those like sort of manly pats give him one of those manly pats on the arm.
He's gonna like kind of put his hand on yours as you do that, kind of one of those like
Don't go away.
What starts off as maybe a don't touch me or a don't, something like that. And his hand's gonna pause there for an extra amount of time as he processes a bunch of stuff and looks up at you with that look You know that look that men give.
Yeah.
What do you do?
She'll give his arm a squeeze and kind of and pull a hand away.
You don't have to go.
I'll be on watch if you need anything.
All right. Ashley failed to make a move on Ida. All right, and
At least he wasn't an asshole this time.
he wasn't well. He was always nice to you. He was always pretty nice to you.
He was a little much.
He was a little much.
First.
And you're going to be put on watch with Arthur Chapman, the Chris Evans of the game.
Yes, who I will apologize for not getting a journal for, because I was shot.
How dare you?
It sounds like you had a lot more on your plate. Meanwhile, as you sit down and kind of take watch with Arthur and have like light, pleasant conversation, the camera's going to pull back to Ashley just kind of watching from the distance at like what is obviously you choosing another man, right?
Sitting on the other side of a campfire, being on watch that I'm supposed to be on watch for.
He's traumatized.
Clearly.
He's a
I'm aware.
He's a traumatized dude. You know how we work. Oh.
Oh no.
I know, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I don't need to buy drama bombs. I just make them.
Just make them. Actually, I'm gonna spend my other drama bomb to make that a thing.
Nice.
Now hates Arthur. Arthur equals oblivious. Arthur is Texas's ass.
There you go.
All right. So, your next day, actually, besides the solemn ride, Bill will approach you right at the beginning of the day. You all don't, you don't blame yourself for what happened. Sometimes the skies do bad things around here and drop trouble down. There's a good chance that Alonzo might heal up. We just have to wait and see. In the meanwhile, you keep an eye on the back. Luke and I are gonna ride ahead of the herd today. You find any extra water or food as you're doing your drift, you know. All right, y'all. We're heading out for the day. We will likely not be back before the next morning. Hopefully, we'll find a good watering hole up ahead. This is actually pretty standard that there would be a stretch ahead of that. But he just tells you to keep an eye out and to be careful. And heads out. Now, your day is actually, aside from the rattle from the previous night, pretty good. Although, out here, I will say, as you're making your way north, let's see, making your way across, and at this point, you're probably about kind of angling up from the Mexican border, so you're probably near, you're a couple of days away from getting into Arizona, or probably in New Mexico. So it is definitely dry, arid land here, with the mountains kind of shining in the distance, glittering, well, not glittering, but more dusting up from the ground in this, like, spanning canvas beige color. Now, he and Luke ride out, and the rest of the day, you are going to, you're going to have a pretty normal day. I'd like everyone just to make me a ride and roll to see how well you can keep the cattle in check throughout the day.
And if we don't have riding, it would be a what roll?
Just general riding is what you would do. So riding is under agility, if I'm not mistaken.
Can I use my Born in the Saddle? It
Yep.
gives me
It's
a
just a
reroll.
D4 if we don't have the skill itself, though, isn't it?
It's you roll it. Always roll a d6 and a d4 if you don't have the skill.
Yeah, exactly. So I rolled Snake Eyes because I should be banned from rolling dice.
Okay.
Quick question. I have the steady hands because
Okay.
I'm on Dancer. That gives me +2.
Okay. That works for me. Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I got a 17, so 4 successes. Can
Okay.
I help Frida, maybe?
Ooh, with Snake Eyes, you'll be able to. So Frida, what is your favorite thing that you have?
Well, so I think she's actually very easy to distract because by trade she's technically a cartographer, and at every opportunity she's just going to want to keep sketching a map. And she's used to cows that have more eyes than this, so they don't get lost as easily. It's fine. They know where to go. They're smarter than people. They're a cow. These cows are dumb, and they apparently wander off or some shit. She's not prepared for this.
Okay, so with Snake Eyes, make me a pitch. What do you think the Snake Eyes would do in this case? So trying to like ride and like rein in people.
I think either she falls in a hole or
Okay.
loses cows.
Okay, so you're going to lose some cows. They're going to stray off pretty significantly, enough that you are, Ida is going to have to go and do extra work with you to rein them in.
Frida, keep your eyes open. And whips the horse.
Okay.
I'm used to more observant cattle.
I would like both of you to make me a vigor roll for the extra work you're doing on top of your normal duties.
Oh gosh, imagine having vigor.
Yeah, right. Same.
Why am I rolling like this? Literally, I rolled a Snake Eyes on the last one. On a D6 and a D4, I rolled a 6 and a 4.
Okay.
I just rolled Snake Eyes.
I
Did you?
have a 10 on the vigor.
Okay, so Ida, you're going to be able to help Frida rope this in, but I'm going to give you that one level of exhaustion.
Amazing.
So you're at -1 on rolls because of just how hard you had to work to keep propping Frida up. But you propped her up, and she didn't fall off
That's
her
what
horse or
matters.
anything. So that's pretty good.
And I had to ride hard I would ride, catch the cattle, bring it back to her and say, watch this one, and go and get the other ones.
And she go back to drawing
She
it.
like hugs it.
Hugs the cows. Just fully off the horse, just hugging cows.
Oh.
Amazing.
Oh, man.
All right. So that is what your day is like. Now, Trenton and Thomas, you're doing a pretty solid job. What'd you roll?
0.
Do I get a reroll for my Born in the Saddle?
Yeah.
Okay. 'Cause
So
I didn't even roll.
Thomas,
I didn't critically fail, but I didn't get
okay,
any
so
successes.
you lose a couple. You have to kind of rein them in a bit. Not enough that you actually have to do anything like above and beyond, but it is definitely a tiring, frustrating day.
I got a 12.
You got 12? Trenton's able to help you kind of keep him in check a bit because you guys are kind of paired together over on the side. And overall, it's just really tiring. Like you are very pooped by the end of it, which is pretty great. Now I'm going to roll real quick to see if you're put on watch tonight. So let's say watch probably runs in. How does watch run in shifts? Actually, how do you think that would run? Probably in 4-hour chunks.
Probably 4 hour.
Okay, so there are 14.
And there's probably overlap too.
They're probably.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. So there's. Let's see for those who are sleeping. Okay, so let me just say you are going to be on whatever watch shift I roll on this D4. Okay, starting at 8 o'clock and in 4-hour shifts. Okay, so you are there from you're on the 10 to 2. Not terrible. Means you still get a decent 4 hours after your shift is over. Well, as you sit there, kind of minding your business, keeping an eye out on the plains and listening to the fire roll in front of you, you can't help but feel that there's just something in the air tonight. The further you get away from civilization, the more that this sense of dread kind of encroaches and pushes in from all around. There's something wrong out here in the wastes. Can I get... I want to check something real quick. Can I get a... Does anybody have any special senses? Like any particularly acute senses as a bonus or anything?
No, I think just regular notice.
Okay.
Yep.
You'll start to smell... Something just smells bad. You're going to get a sense that there's a little bit of something rotten in the air. The smell of decaying bodies. The smell of rotten meat permeates the air, drifts in on a southern wind. As the four of you sitting around a fire, with 2 others from the crew, you are sitting with a guy named Fluke, who we know nothing about, and Marley Kane. Would somebody like to give me some traits about Fluke?
I think it's very lucky.
Cool. What do they look like? Is it a guy?
I mean, I feel like I defined Marley if someone wants to throw in.
So someone jump on Fluke. Or are they male, female, non-binary, anything in the middle? Like, what are they?
Let's go kind of Ida-ish, like tomboyish.
Tomboyish? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Fluke sounds like a non-binary name.
It really does, right? So who are they played by in the film?
Kristen Stewart.
Done. I can picture Kristen Stewart in that hat like that.
Right?
Does she have the opposite scar on the other side of the face?
Oh my god, yes. Just kind of looks like, but with cropped blonde hair.
Fair. All right.
Amazing.
So Kristen Stewart, does she have an accent?
Probably subtle southern of some
Southern? How
variety.
southern we going? We going Louisiana? Are we going Texas, Midwest, Deep South, Florida?
Texas.
Texas. So Fluke and Marley Kane are sitting around keeping an eye out on the night as well. Can I get everyone to make me a notice roll? And don't forget you're at a -1. my friend Ida?
Yes, 1 success.
1 success.
1 success.
Nothing for me.
Okay,
Right.
nothing
Two for
in a
me.
botch from Fluke, and so nothing for. So who succeeded?
I got 2.
Okay, so Ida.
So I got
you
a raise.
did. Cool. And so Frida and Thomas haven't. What are you talking about? As you're listening in the distance, that smell of rank decay kind of wafts across the group, and Fluke is gonna kind of like wrinkle up her nose and. What the hell is that?
I think Frida's apologizing to Ida and talking about electrolyte beverages that can be made to restore your personal vitality, and she'll make you one for breakfast.
Amazing. That'd be awful sweetie of Frida. No, Fluke, I do smell that too. What?
It smells like rotten meat. One of the cows die? Did Ortega's stores go?
Wouldn't have gone that fast. She'll get up and kind of toucan Sam it around a bit.
And as you sniff the air, you are going to notice just at the edge of the firelight moving toward. You're going to see the side against the far. Well, it's blackout, but under the moonlight and starlight, your eyes are going to focus for you and for Trenton just in time to see that there are 6 men approaching on foot, as well as another 6 men on horseback that are approaching immediately from the south. And as you see that, the two of you that notice this, the men draw their guns and start firing. And I think that's where we're going to start combat. So we'll go back to this break. We're going to go right to break. So folks, don't go anywhere. We're going to come back to a gunfight because guess who?
Boy.
People have found you. So for the first round, so Trenton and Ida, both of you will be dealt in the first round. Everybody else is going to come in the second round.
Okay.
Okay. So
Sounds
folks,
good.
don't go anywhere. We'll be back in less than 10. See you in a second. Howdy, folks. Oh, it's got to reload our bullets. Hey, folks, how's it going? This is the portion of the program where we talk to the chat. That means you. A couple things to get out of the way real quick. Happy New Year. It has been a fantastic year. I wanted to say that I love you all. Y'all are amazing. And that I'm so personally pleased. So I have some numbers that I want to drop. So, tabletop role-playing game streams, I don't think we gain as many followers as like video game streamers, and especially not like VTubers. I think there's like a curve depending on what you run. So my big goal was, after 2 years of streaming, I wanted to hit 1,000 followers by my birthday in February last year. At the end of the year, we hit 1,000 by my birthday with like a couple of days to spare. In the 10 months following, we gained another 1,700 more. And the thing about that is amazing is that it took 2 years to get the 1,000, and it took 10 months to get the 1,700. And that's not even including people who unfollow, because that's a weird stat when you go and look at your numbers and you're like, I had like 2,200 people follow me. Why do I not have? Because you lose about like, I don't know, 1 out of 12 people that follow, right? Mm-hmm. So it's really weird, but it's really interesting, and I feel really great about that, because I'm gonna be honest, I like it when people follow me. Not like in real life, so don't follow me.
As a scary ghost, I also like to follow you.
As a spooky ghost. But no, that feels really nice, and especially to watch the YouTube numbers cycle up as well, because YouTube is only 200 followers behind. I need everybody to reset their bullets, by the way.
Oh, I thought I did.
I did.
Actually, you're fine, Frida.
I just did.
Yeah.
It's not working for. I got James.
Right. That's right.
Okay.
I got bullets.
Yours keeps giving you problem personally.
Speaking
Oh yeah, you can follow me, Nightbite. You can follow me. All right, I got yours now, Ida. So
Huzzah.
yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. Like, it's been great watching that tick up and just watching everybody. Also, I put a big shout out. So I will do my little spiel. I know that I've been doing more talk about the Patreon recently, and that is largely because as this has progressed and we have been running so many games, this has kind of transitioned into being my full-time job between doing the scheduling, gaming, running, researching, editing, writing, etc. Right? So things like Patreon and subscriptions on Twitch are basically my income right now, aside from a side gig I have. And I just wanted to remind people that, hey, if you have a couple bucks and you enjoy the stream regularly, it's a good idea to go and support us on patreon.com/dorktales, because this is a full-time gig. And once it starts reaching a certain point, I can start paying for additional stuff, like help with editing and things like that, and like hire someone to help with the social media, so it's not just all on me, and stuff like that. It's really great, and it feels really I gotta keep reminding myself that this is what artists have to do, because it always makes me feel it makes me feel skeezy to say that, right? Like, Christa, you get it. It feels slimy to ask for money.
No, it's called self-promotion.
It is,
and it is probably, for an artist, one of the best things that you can do. It's not the worst thing you can do.
That's fair. So I'm going to say it this way. If you don't have money to support Dork Tales, please enjoy the programming. Please do. If you don't have the money, like, stick around. Enjoy. Like, this is for you. This is meant to be something that everybody can enjoy and tune into and stuff. But if you have a couple bucks a month, like, honestly, I suggest $5 a month, because then you get, like, a bunch of free stuff on the Patreon. And you get to be called a VIP. So $5 a month, that's less than the price of a cup of coffee these days. Jesus.
Can we change that to a VID, a very important dork?
Because then
I think that acronym also stands for some unfortunate things.
Oh, it does, doesn't
Does
it?
it?
Shit.
So
Damn
I
it.
strongly suggest you do that. You get like free podcast once a month. When I have time to record some off-camera stuff like Oops All Plague Doctors, you get access to that, and you get a bunch of cool stuff. I suggest that you do it, because I really want to see our numbers go up. And if we hit 50 patrons, and we're at 33 right now, if we hit 50, I'll do something interesting and new that will be released first on the Patreon, and then for everyone else secondly. Christa, you know exactly what project that is, because we're starting working on that very soon.
Yes.
But it's also really, it's a good way to do it. So if you have it, do it. If you don't feel guilty. This is meant to be enjoyed.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I have to admit, or add in, I've been on a couple of those podcasts, and they are not only ridiculously fun because we just kind of talk shop, but we get to share with the people who are like really want to see how things work behind the curtain, and we get to kind of show them stuff that's new and coming out of the oven soon. So
That's true.
I kind of enjoy it, and they get to smell the cooking, as they say.
If you smell,
Chef,
Yeah.
yes, we need to do a calendar.
we're gonna do it.
2023.
Everybody get in real good shape. I need to get Geralt fit again.
Just do in character photo shoots.
I would also like to add that as a potential to do. I have done calendars in the past. They're a ton of work. But if everyone on Dork Tales, and I'm going to kind of demand this now, it has to be in full characters.
Yes.
Because we got to do the full pictures of them. I will assemble all of the calendar stuff, and I will assist in producing it, so we'll get it like bargain basement prices.
Yes.
And I will donate all of the time to do so to Dork Tales, and
I will help with whatever costumes need to be made and whatever makeup people want to do.
I'm down for this.
Amazing.
And I'm going to throw into it that the sooner people get full costuming shots done, they get first pick on which month they get to be in. So
I think that I have to dib either January or December just for
Yes.
Dork Tales and me, because it either needs to be Dorkcember
Yes.
or
but there's caveats to it. But you know,
Well, you can have
in general.
Janu-dork, Febudork.
Dorkuary.
Dorkuary.
But Dorktember would be too hard. That's like 4 months,
Yes.
right? I think that would be good, because then we could actually put in specific days in like the calendar as well. Like this is like Dork Tales Day, and this is Dork Tales Expo, because you can actually
Yeah,
we can,
do a
like,
year prep of just knowing what, like when.
like not
when,
game streams, because those.
No.
Although we're gonna do our best not to change our gaming schedule at all. Like once it's set, one of the big things.
I'll do my best to not look at Twitter. Up-to-date schedules.
So that just was, I got really distracted with the holidays and didn't post the amended one. So that was my bad. So sorry about that, Mills. Thanks for being here.
Wow.
Yeah, like
I
extra
also
life
could have just checked in the internal comms instead of looking at Twitter.
That's true. I need to be better at Twitter. So yeah, we're gonna try to not have any games move around unless possible. I'm gonna try to run even if I have like one player sick. If I have two players sick or it's a game finale, that's different. Like if it's a big event, and I also have a new thing that I've made everybody hopefully promise me, which is no new games until I kill a couple off. Because right now I was trying to run 3 games a week, and I'm looking at my schedule for the next 2 months, and I'm running 5 games a week, and I'm tired.
Big oof.
I'm not tired.
You need me to drag a couple of your games out back and shoot them? I'm your man.
You know what? I'm gonna post this to you because I had somebody who was posting in, I think it was in Discord actually, was saying that they really wanted to see more Cyberpunk. I think that you 3 at the bottom there, like Christa, if you're interested, but I know that the other 3 really like Cyberpunk and like as a genre.
It was fun.
Game. I will loan you the book. Like I've got it literally right there. It's just my Dork Tales copy. But like you guys should run like a game. Like it doesn't even have to be for the stream like as a regular thing. You could do it for special events or for like Extra Life or something. Or like Christa is doing next Saturday is doing another episode of Forbassic Park. Like little things to raise money for Extra Life and to just be kind of cool and fun. So I think that could be kind of cool, and that way I don't have to run it, which is one of my goals, is to run a little less. I can play in things, but that's a lot less prep.
And I think doing like little games throughout the year of like different people running stuff, and where you just have to set the stream up and go and just produce from the background, having those are also gonna, if we do random games like new systems and one shots and stuff like that, that's gonna bring in a lot of audience too, because people are going, oh, I haven't seen anybody play this game before, I want to check that out. I
really want to work with companies this year and hit up. I don't want to promise anything before I talk to them. I've had conversations with Free League though about a bunch of their games because they do fantastic games, and the 2 that I really am looking at, 3 from them, are the Lord of the Rings game looks fun. I'm not gonna lie.
We all got half the costuming for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of us have the toes for it, the feet for it. And yeah, One Ring looks really good. Alien is really good. We just need time to run it, which might be in the next couple months. And the other one that they have is this game called Vesson, which is like,
just make sure
Swedish
you murder
horror.
everyone. Murder everyone. Somebody's a robot.
Everyone
and,
but one.
There's a cat.
Of course there's a cat. You gotta leave the cat
Do we
alone.
have a name for the new Elos game? I've got like 5 names written down. The problem, so I'm trying to schedule a meeting with the players to help me determine the final name, because I need to get it to Michael too. But I've got like it's really difficult because I'm going for like a Call of Cthulhu thing, right? But you kind of have to like avoid using words like madness these days because it kind of is indicative of a lot of problematic, like historically problematic things about mental health. And we're a very pro mental health channel. Like a lot of us deal with like mental health issues, like as players and streamers. I will tell you as an example, someone just called me a legend in the chat for being able to run that many games. If I didn't have attention deficit disorder, I probably couldn't. Like I actually want to, when we do Dork Tales Expo again in March, I want to run a panel in it that's gaming with mental health. That is about ways that your mental health can affect your games and ways that you can use games not to fix your mental health. Never use gaming as therapy, as your primary source of therapy.
It's a good supplement.
It's a good supplement to work through some of your issues, so long as everybody's down with it. But like, for example, attention deficit disorder. One of the things I want to talk about is that people are like, oh, like I find it hard to run games because of my ADD. It's like, okay, cool. Try having a soundtrack that you're in control of as well, because then you're doing multiple things at once, so you don't get bored and mess up. I run tech, I run audio, I run visual, I run narrative, and I do voices, and that is my ADD right there. If I didn't have it, I would mess one of those up, but without that, I don't know, it's something about ADD that I'm better when I'm stretched.
No, I feel that too. You need to multitask, otherwise nothing gets done.
Yeah, or I get bored, right? And then my performance differs, right? The problem is there's that sweet spot between doing too much and doing not enough.
Yeah.
But I feel that, Eric. I feel that.
Yeah.
Eric and the Norse Foundry crew. By the way, go to Norse Foundry. They have fantastic. Go look at their gemstone dice.
Beautiful.
Holy shit! I was looking at those. The hardest thing about the gemstone dice, I was gonna get them for a certain Christmas present, and there's too many good ones. Like they've got like, we're not sponsored by them. They're like friends of the channel. So this is like just an honest, like, their gemstone dice are so nice.
We were doing an order and I couldn't decide which one. Did those come in?
So they're on the, basically, so Amy helped organize that order. Every set of dice except for hers are done. There was a delay in the manufacturing of the one set. So Norse Foundry was like, oh, we can send them all. And I'm like, wait for Amy, like that. And then Eric was like, oh God, Amy will kill me if it doesn't ship. And I was like, yeah, she'll kill all of us, man. So, but like I kind of, but back on XLR, I want to have a name that's kind of like Symphony of the Night. Like I want that type of name for this game. But I'm like, I don't know, Ballet of Blood sounds kind of dumb. Like, but then the acronym is Bob, which I kind of like.
Steal that from Taz.
Carol of Pestilence.
Who's Carol?
Concerto.
Who's Carol, and which doctor does she need to go and see?
Ooh, nice nails. Sorry, people just got back from the salon. The Waltz of the Nostrum. The Carol of the Catholicon. Right? Like these are hard, man. Like I'm big on names. Some names like Shards of Nirn are really easy. They just kind of fit. Reign of Emery's. Cool. That worked really well. I've got another game that might be running later this year called Stormheart. Really good name for a campaign. Like, but like the Chthonic Concerto, right? The Waltz of Walter. Who's Walter? Walter White? Requiem. So
he's someone who knocks. Hello.
The holding title is the Dirge for XLR or Dirge of XLR, but I don't want to have all of my game titles have of. Like I don't want it to be the blank of blank.
Dirge
right?
4 is pretty good.
It's
because that's what a dirge is it's usually 4 something.
I feel like a Requiem for XLR is better, but I already have a Vampire the Requiem game running.
Yeah.
So like I've got this list of like
I like Dirge of XLR. That's pretty good.
But what about the Rhapsody of Blood?
Sounds jazzy.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Hey.
But see, the blood thing kind of goes back into the vampire realm again.
There are no vampires in XLR.
But you're not selling it by
and
calling
the
it
streets are
blood.
made of cheese. Sorry.
No cats.
So I've also got two other names for it, potentially, like the Heart of XLR is another one, and the Heart of Madness is another one, which I kind of like. So the the XLR Dirge. Naming is hard. Naming things is the hardest thing in the world, which is why I do it last. It was like right now there's been a lot of talk of like, oh, do we need a map for XLR? And I'm like, nah, not really. There's like 3 locations in the entire country that you're gonna go to, because it's like you start here and then you're gonna go here, and then you pretty much only have like one place to go. Like, I mean, they're players, they can do whatever they want, but like they will. But I'm gonna tell them in advance, like there's gonna be like there's not much to do here aside from go to the cities. So enjoy. But yeah, so this is set in our homebrew world. Was someone asking about this? Flawed Cowboy was. Yeah. So it's
You know what you should do?
Huh.
You should save this conversation for a podcast for
You should.
People on Patreon to hear. This was your teaser, everyone. If you want to hear the rest of it, go to Patreon.
So I'd also like it if everybody could go, if you want to, go to our Discord if you're not already a member. Go to naming suggestions and drop a bunch of name suggestions for the campaign. All you need to know is that it's a land where there's like a virulent plague, potentially, but also like a cure for the plague. So it's very much like, it's got the vibe of like Bloodborne or Brotherhood of the Wolf, if you know what I'm talking about. So very much like creepy French aristocracy with a little bit of Italy thrown in. A lot of masks. Although they're like you think I guess the mask would cover the entire face in that case. But anyway. Soul, you do drop tons, and I really appreciate it. And then, so that's kind of where we are here. A couple of things, just so that you all who are tuning in, I know that only some people watch Deadlands. So this month we have a bunch of new content coming. Shards of Nirn returns on Wednesday. So here's our gaming schedule for this week. Today is Deadlands. Okay. Monday is Witchlight. Tuesday is my night off. Hey. Wednesday is Shards of Nirn. Thursday is Vampire the Requiem. Friday is actually my night off. I think. Yeah, it is. Saturday is a special for Bassick Park at noon Pacific, and then immediately after that at 5 p.m. is the finale of The Secret of Hexeter House, because people still didn't have voices last week. So we're going to run that, and then the next day is the finale, so Sunday is the finale of Reign of Emrys, which is why this game is on today, and then back to Monday, and so on. The big schedule change is Vampire the Requiem runs once a month on on Thursdays. First Thursday of the month is Vampire the Requiem. The week that Requiem runs, Shards of Nirn will not run. So basically, that week I take that week off to run Requiem, which prevents Amy and Winter from having 2 games back to back that they have to be in, and also gives me a week off from Shards of Nirn, which is, I love that game, but sometimes you just need a palate cleanser when you're running for that long, and it's been like 2 years. That game's going to be really cool because it's going to have a bunch of stuff in the near future that Patreon supporters have backed. Nacro has created a bunch of stuff that's going into Shards of Nirn real quick, and Sultan has as well, is going to have a cameo appearance from something they did. And also DM Michael Gray is going to have something coming up real soon that is going to be fantastic as well. Because they have introduced something to the setting previously, but now that the timeline has been established, we'll have to figure out exactly how that came into being. Which, God, creating your homebrew world is fun and crazy. And I'm really happy I get to do it with all of you.
World building's fun.
World building is fun.
Sometimes it's horrible.
When is the book coming out?
Yeah, exactly.
No, don't answer that. We'll save that for the
podcast. Let's go kill people.
Gangrel the Wild Hunt is coming out in February from the looks of it. I have to finish my drafts for Sam. They're like a couple days late, but they're really good. Oh my God, guys! If you like Vampire the Requiem, the new Gangrel book, my night horrors are awful. One of them will just kill you. Like, it's great. They're amazing. And another one of them is based on something from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And another one of them, I had an idea for it that was pretty good. And then I was just casually hanging out. I think Christina and I were walking the dog, and I brought it up, and she's like, oh, so it's like this. And she always does this. I always say something, and Christina always pops in and goes, so it's like this? And she's totally wrong. But her idea makes my idea even worse, like, for players. It's always great. It's like, oh, yeah, so it's this, what was a good one? It was like, oh, so...
So it's like a giant meat grinder with like sharks on each of the blades that just like chew as you like throw meat into it. Like, no, there's no sharks in it, but now that you mention it.
Exactly. That's basically how it is. She completely changed the beginning of XLR for that reason. I guess Plague of XLR. The Plague of XLR.
It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's writing it down.
I'll put it up. It's on the short list. The Plague of XLR. Okay, but it could be the Sonata of the Scourge's Sonata. I know. I like sibilance, but then it's Scourge of Sonata. Then it's SOS. Please come on, help. All right. Anybody else have anything they need to talk about before we hop back in? It is 4:39.
No.
Let's shoot some.
Okay, so let us do it. 3, 2, 1. Hello, folk. Pardon me. 3, 2. Let's do it this way. Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Deadlands Blood Drive. Millie just snorted right before I cut in on here. If you're watching the YouTube. All right.
You guys are adorable.
And it's always adorable. All right. So nobody dealt their cards out yet, right?
No.
Okay. So I'm gonna bring them back in. Recall all.
It's the one screen I didn't open.
So it's in
Same
Roll20.
here.
Roll20.
All right. So
On the way in.
on the edge of the main camp, you are going to see that there is an explosion of motion as a number of cowfolk, gunmen, begin unloading into the sky. As they do, there is a flash of lightning that cracks across the sky, green and sickly, that casts everything into stark relief. I need everyone to draw me a card, and we are going to do this. So, boom, okay, and then okay, and then okay. So that is going to be for my... Oh, and then I'll draw... Cool. I drew all of the diamonds in the world, apparently. All right, so let me just quickly switch over to who gets to go first based on drawing cards, and we're going to jump into combat right now, as it looks like some of the agents from the Bayou Vermilion Railroad have managed to find you. All right, so we're going to do countdown right now, starting with spades or jokers. Anybody get a spade? All right. Millie, did you draw yours?
I did, and I think we got 2 4 of hearts.
And 2 twos of hearts.
Oh.
Yeah,
Did we
something
draw
interesting happened
again?
with roll 20 here.
Okay,
And
then
like
I will
one at a
just...
time?
I just drew a new one then. So which one did you draw, Mill?
I was the bottom one.
The 2 of hearts? Okay, so who am I missing here? So I've got...
Oh no, I'm a 4 of hearts. At least what
I think
I'm
I
seeing
stole
is
your
2.
card.
Oh, it's no
I
longer.
did.
How did you?
Yeah, you
I
got one in
stole
your
it
hand.
somehow.
Okay.
Here, I'm gonna draw a new card.
I was gonna say, yeah.
You drew the 4 of hearts again. All right, so... how
Okay,
about
you
that?
draw. There you go.
Whatever.
Ace of hearts.
I
Ace of
have an
hearts.
ace of hearts.
Okay, so let's go down the list. So
Nice.
that's going to be me first with the king of spades. Okay, going down the list. No more spades. Hearts, then it's going to start with... Actually, is ace high?
Should
Ace down to
be.
2. All right.
Yeah, it should be high.
Okay, so Frida is going... Then it is down to 4 hearts is the next highest. Okay, so who had the 4?
That's Ida.
Yeah. Me.
Okay, then down to the 2. Who was the 2?
That's me.
Okay. Okay, and then down to the next one is going to be, we're hopping into diamonds. So shining like a diamond is the lazy S, gets to go then, followed by that, followed by, because I drew all the diamonds in the world, and then we are down to clubs, which is going to be Trenton.
That's me.
Okay, now for this first round of combat, Ida, you get to go, but Frida and Thomas both did not see this coming, so they are out for the first round of combat. Okay, so allow me to describe this scene. It is midnight now. The moon is hanging overhead in a pregnant gibbous, casting down a little bit of light along with the starry speckling that covers the Texas big sky. Except tonight, you're going to notice that these lights are snuffing out like candle flames underneath a licked finger. A green hue of mist begins to pool and pour around, and everybody here, I gotta just check a rule real quick. Everybody here, the fear rating in the area is going to increase. Okay, so that's
To a
plus...
4?
Sorry?
To a 4 or a 5?
Yes.
Aha!
Is that good for you?
Because I am a witch, I get rerolls on spells.
Oh, so the way this works is this power causes overwhelming dread and horror. The affected make a fear roll. So everybody needs to make me a roll on the fear table. So fear rolls, let's do that real quick. So a fear roll is hunger, self. It's cold. Fear checks, here we go. All right, I need everybody to make me a spirit roll as a free action right now.
You still do the D6, yeah?
So it doesn't raise the fear level, but it does create fear from the looks of it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is my lazy S's have a spirit of D6. Okay, so half of them are paralyzed with fear, half of them are not. Okay, and all right, so I'm looking for 1 success.
I got 1 success.
Did anybody fail?
Nice.
Successes.
I rolled
Jesus.
exactly 1 success.
Okay.
I hit a 16, so.
You hit a 16? Okay. All right, so even with that, I think everybody... Did anybody get an exact success? Like a 4?
That was me. I got a 4.
Okay. So... Okay, so that is going to be fine. However, about half of the lazy S's are going to be panicked by this. Let me just see how this affects them. That is going to be distracted and will not be able to act for a while. All right, so green tendrils of mist are going to begin rolling around the ground, brushing past you as the fear in this area begins to coalesce. In the distance, you can hear the sound of whooping. The strange chanting of some of the American indigenous languages. Maybe one of you might be able to pick it out, but it sounds Sioux in the distance. Your minds, the two of you that are aware of it, flash back to Tosare. Or Tosar? Did we say this? It was Tosare, right? We were going with that?
I think so, yeah.
To Tosare. The one who rode with them at the edge. But you can't see him in this light. Just somewhere in the distance, you can see movement, but not enough for a figure. All right, so fear is going to grip the area. Frida, it is your turn. It looks like 3 of the gunmen sorry, Frida, is not your turn because you don't act this round. Ida, it is your turn. 3 of the gunmen are riding around to spook the cattle. They're firing their guns into the air. Yeehaw! What am I doing? I have a sound pad. What am I doing?
Okay, except you are a sound pad. Come
Yeah,
on.
exactly.
It's true. Firing their guns into the air. And Thomas, you are at 4 bennies.
Yeah, it wasn't working before.
Oh, okay.
It was
Okay,
yeah.
cool. All right, so Ida, 3 of them are gone around. However, there are 4 gunmen slowly approaching, kind of like they're kind of trying to creep up on you, but not particularly stealthily. Moving from near you, and they're going to be inside of real visual range at the end of the round. But right now, they're kind of encased in darkness as they're moving slowly closer, kind of ambling toward you. 3 cowboys on horses are going to start like pointing their guns at the main camp, now emboldened by the fact that, well, y'all don't have backup and half of you are asleep. They're going to start removing some brains. What do you do?
But I need those things.
Are they with? So if I'm looking at range,
They are in the second range band.
Well, okay. So my for a spell,
Yes.
my range is my smarts, which is 8.
They are.
I don't know what that means.
So let me just check something real quick. So
I know that one. That's within 8 meters or yards.
and I just need to check the gun table range increments for firearms.
It depends on.
So medium.
Which they are.
Okay, so medium is 10. So they're at 10. So you'd have to move a little bit closer, but you could get.
Okay, and I can either cast a spell or shoot, correct?
You can cast a spell or shoot. Yeah, so you can move and do one thing.
Okay.
You can do other things, but you have penalties every time you stack them.
Okay. Can I would like to cast on can I fit all of the walking people in a medium blast, or would I need a large one?
You need a large to hit all of them, but to hit a medium one would hit 4 out of 6 of them.
I want to get all of them. Okay, I'm going to use a large blast template and cast Confusion.
Okay.
So I need to make an Arcana.
Okay.
Do I not have that? Oh no, that's Spirit. Right.
Okay.
So that's a 6. A 1 is a 7. -1 is a 6. So it's 1 success.
Okay.
And
how does
so
this...
they need to make a smarts roll.
Okay. Let me just check something real quick. And this is a confusion thing? Is this based off of fear or intimidation or anything like that?
Distracted and vulnerable.
Okay. Those are not things that I get bonuses to, so that's good. Okay. 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 All right, so one of them was not affected. I am going to spend some points to do some rerolls real quick. Okay, 2 of them are not affected. Come on, give me half of them. I'm going to... Okay.
I'm gonna make you waste all your shit.
I did. I'm down to 5 bennies now.
Oof.
All right. So there we go. Boop. That is down. All right. So 3 of them are unaffected. What happens if they're confused or distracted?
So distracted and vulnerable.
Okay.
Shoot, I'm not sure what those mean.
So distracted is under the permutations here. Distracted.
Sorry, I was trying to hunt them down.
That's okay. I mean, we're still learning the It's a cool engine, actually. I like it the more I play it, but it does take a little bit of distracted and vulnerable. So are you doing distracted or vulnerable?
It's both.
Okay. So attacks against them are made at +2 until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
And so they subtract 2 from all trait rolls until the end of the next turn.
Okay, cool.
So that's pretty good. So how do you do this?
Awesome.
What does this look like?
So she's gonna run out and draw her rifle, and without any ammunition in it, and just sort of shoot a blank or make it sound like it's shooting a blank, and it's gonna magically puff up a bunch of dust around them so they think they're getting shot at.
Okay, that sounds good. As you approach, you're gonna get that spell off. But I need you to do me a favor. As you make it up to them, I need you to make me a fear check.
Okay. Spirit?
Roll me spirit, yeah. And it's at a -2 to whatever you roll. Because
I'm going to use a Benny to re-roll then.
Okay.
That wasn't any better.
Okay.
I fail.
Okay, that sounds good. So roll me a d20. So I'll say that because of the sequence of events, you got your effect off, and then this hit you as...
That's 20.
That's a 20. All right, let's see which fear you got. I keep losing the fear page. One sec. Boop, boop, boop. What the hell page is it on? Did I already tab it? I already did. Crap. Fear, damage, movement, bystanders, bennies.
124 for fear checks.
Oh, I was way off. Thanks. Okay, so oh my god. You can spend a Benny to re-roll this. You just rolled... Oh, pardon me. Major phobia. You will gain the major phobia hindrance.
Okay.
Or you could spend a Benny to re-roll the d20.
Well, is that one the worst, or are they going to get worse if I re-roll?
Well, actually, you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say this is a terror, not a nausea. So... Yes, you still have to roll on the fear table. So a terrifying trigger is more intense. Extras are panicked. Wildcards must roll on the fear table at a +2 with a critical failure on the fear check. Roll a d20 and add the monster's fear penalty, if any. So one sec while I check my...
So I want lower?
You want lower.
Okay. I only have 2.
I don't have a fear penalty, so... Okay, cool. So you are going to gain a major phobia hindrance in this. And what it is as you fire that out, there's going to be an explosion of light as your gun erupts with that blank, but it's going to cast enough light, and as they move forward, you are going to see that these are not cowboys. They're the dead themselves, as 6 shambling, rotting corpses lurch into the moonlight in front of you. Their claws the flesh of their hands stripped down to claw-like bone. Rotting eyeballs dangle on putrid cheeks. And now that they are... Well, you're the only one that can see them at point blank right now.
Yeah.
So that is going to confuse 3 of them. So
if I use my... Can I make... James said I can make a shot if I take a negative?
Yeah, I think you would have taken
you would take -2 on both actions, or you can take a third action. You have -4, -4, -4.
So you didn't take.
So I would have had to decide that before.
What did you roll on the first thing?
That's what I'm trying to remember. I don't think I would have succeeded if I'd taken the minus.
Well, tell you what, I'll let you take a -4 on the shot. This one time, so you'll take the penalty twice on the shot.
Yeah, no, that works for me.
Now you've got the major fear hindrance. So
and what is that?
Well,
I was trying to find hindrances.
Real quick. So hindrances are right at the beginning. So major phobia, edges, weird edges. Give me a hindrance. Major phobia, major. The character is afraid of something, and subtracts 2 from all trait rolls in its presence.
So I'll be -6.
Yeah.
Okay.
But at least you got that. Oh, and you're -7. You had that exhaustion level.
Yes, correct. Right, anyway.
I believe in you.
She's going to shoot one of the non-confused
Okay,
zombos.
so that means that you'll be at a -5. The non-confused, so you're only at a -5 if you shoot one of the ones that is confused.
Yeah, but they're the ones coming at me.
That's true.
I'm reacting purely out of fear on her part. That's what did we say? -7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's nothing.
Okay. All right, so you're going to fire one of your guns into the air, and it's going to whiz by.
She'll start screaming, "Wake up! Wake up!"
Okay. All right. The coils of fear are going to wrap down. Thomas, you're going to be startled and see these things around you kind of moving in toward you, but you're not. You're just going to start to notice them now. The lazy S are going to jerk to attention and start getting up, and then we are down to the Walking Dead's turn. They are going to be able to close range up toward you, Ida. Actually, their speed is their pace is. Oh, actually, it isn't. They are not going to be able to because their pace is 4, and I said that they were 10 away, and you moved just close, so they're going to get halfway to you this round. However, what that means is all the rest of you are going to be able to see them at this point. I need all of yous to do me a favor and make me a fear check. That's a spirit roll at a -2.
Spirit. Okay.
We've got spirit. How about you?
I've got 1 success.
1 success at a -2.
I got 2.
You got 2. Okay. Frida?
I rolled a 9.
Ooh.
I exploded a 6.
9. Okay.
I had to roll the 6 to pass this.
All right, so the Walking Dead are going to move closer. The gunmen are going to level their guns, seeing that you fired first, Ida. They heard about you and Trenton. They're going to take a shot at each of you. So let's do this. It is dark. They're at range, so that means that they're going to have a little bit of a difficulty as well. So I'm going to say that... What's the difficulty penalty for... It's 6 at medium range, right?
Not sure.
Sorry, folks. I'm checking tabs between 3 books.
Yeah.
So if I'm doing combat, that's under right here. Let's see. Come on. Where are you? Damage. There we go. All right, so it's a -2. Okay, so that means that they are doing shooting at, I'll say, a minus... you know what? I'll say -2 because that way you won't get any other penalties to shoot them in the dark. Unless they go to long range. So they're going to take some shots at you, and that is going to be... Where the fuck are the gunmen? Here we go. Okay, D8s. All right, the first one is going to level a shot at Ida. Ida, that's going to be a miss. I'm going to spend a Benny to re-roll that. That is a botch.
Oof.
Okay, so there is the sound of a rifle firing, and instead, one of the shamblers in front is going to take a bullet and is going to lurch forward, spewing just putrescent blood and gore all over the front of your boots, Ida. They're just a little too far away for it to hit you, but that is going to explode over you. And let's see. And the next one, I will roll that legitimately. And I will spend a Benny to re-roll that as well, and that is a miss. Okay, so bang, bang, 2 shots echo out. A third one is going to aim at Trenton. And that one's going to be a 1. That's going to be a miss as well. Damn, guys, you're supposed to be good.
Well, they are dead.
No. They're gunmen riding around shooting as well.
Oh, okay.
So, fires at Trenton, kind of brushing right past the side of your hat. And I'm down to 3 bennies. If you want to buy any Hurt the Moors, folks. All right. Okay, I should be down. Come on.
Haven't you maxed out? You got 6.
I had like 13.
Oh, Jesus.
I only have a 6-shooter revolver, but I can have, I think, as many bennies as the chat buys me. I use them for cheap stuff, though, so it's all good.
I thought you had a max on Hurt the Moors.
No, I only got... oh, you mean like for purchasing?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I did
Like-
max it out eventually. I think it's like 10, something like that.
Oh, okay.
So that is going to be. There we go. No, did it work? All right, so we're just gonna go down the list. The gunman and Trenton. It's your turn. Trenton, what are we doing?
Pulling my revolver and putting some bullets, probably in the one closest to Ida.
Sounds good.
Try to free up some space here.
Oh, and I accidentally reset your bennies as well.
Oh.
Trenton.
Okay. Well, I rolled an 11 on my 12-sided dice, and I rolled a 6 on my 6-sided dice, which
Okay.
then added to a 5. So anyway it goes, I got an 11.
On 11. All right, so
So-
that's going to be a 9 after the -2 for range.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's 2 successes. So go ahead
Got a
and roll
raise.
me damage with a +1 d6. So Ida, you should be back up to 3. Trenton, when you have a sec, just adjust your bullets up and down again, and that should do it.
Hitting him with a solid 14.
Oh yeah, that's. One sec. Let me just. Okay.
Probably whipping the
14?
silver revolver out right out of the holster and firing without even really aiming.
Okay, so 14. And that has to. Okay, yeah, I don't think I can do anything. That's too high. I'm not going to waste a Benny on that. All right, so you are going to clip 1, and he is. Actually, you know what I'm going to make you do? I'm going to make you roll on the damage chart to see how you ruin this man's day.
Okay.
So go ahead and give me a d12. Or, pardon me, 2d6. 2d6.
That'd be an 11.
All
I'm
right.
hitting nothing but 11s.
You're going to hit him directly in the hip, and that is going to just completely shatter him at the hip. His horse is going to whinny and kick up, and he's going to fall back with a horrible crunch as he hits the ground on a rock that shatters the base of his neck. So gunman 1, 2, 3. That one's gone. Okay, and anything else you're doing, Trenton?
Nope. Probably just waiting for the next one to take a step forward.
All right, sounds good. You know what? I don't like the sound of this. I can see you did an amazing shot, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna roll between you and Ida. So Ida, okay, that's gonna be you. At the back, that chanting sound is going to increase, and I need to make a spirit check. Pardon me one moment. Okay, so. Okay, I've got a D10 for this. Let's do this. Okay. All right, that's better. Okay, that's going to be 2 successes. All right, so that is going to be plus. Okay. All right, so that's going to work. So how does this work? Sorry, I'm still new to magic on this. So okay, a victim automatically tries. Okay, so for your first round, Trenton here, at the end of your next turn, you're gonna make a spirit roll, I believe. Yeah, but for the meanwhile, what is going to happen is your agility, your shooting is going to be lowered. I don't. How much? Hold on, I gotta check how much power I have. All right, cool. All right, you and it's gonna be just you. You are going to have your shooting dice type reduced by 2. So if your shooting was at your shooting's at D10,
D12.
D12. Okay, so you're at a D8 for shooting until your next round.
Damn it! Just blew out the stitches on my arm.
You're going to feel this like cold chill creep up your spine, and your eyesight is going to start to cloud over slightly, as if cataracts are beginning to coax into your veins and into your macular functions. That is some fucked up magic. And Frida, you're going to see this all around. You see the zombies kind of approaching you. What do you do?
And there are people shooting guns at us. I actually have been trying to figure out the answer to a weird, silly mechanics question.
Mm-hmm.
So Frida's ability, she has the blind thing, which we used last game, and then burrow, which can dig a hole into the ground, then go tunnel around like some sort of cool ass mole scientist. Can I use that to make cover?
I mean, if you burrow under the ground, I'm gonna assume you have cover. Yeah.
But if you mean like leave a trench?
Yeah, or even just like dig a hole to get 3/4 cover in, something like that.
Yeah,
I think that would.
How fast can you burrow?
I mean, like 10 meters.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see why
I
not.
can just sort of traverse like 10 meters underground if I wanted to. But it doesn't have any rules for anything like this. It's just sort of like you go underground and you can hang out down there like a JoJo character.
Sure. So if you want to do that, what's your role to activate the power? Smarts?
That would be a mad science roll.
Sure. I tell you what, do it at if you want to create a trench instead of just gain cover, do it at a -2 because you're doing it partially above ground.
That sounds good.
But yeah, you can do that. That's ridiculous.
I guess should I also like spend some more power for extra targets to sort of spread it out? Because usually it's just moving me a distance. So this I feel like it should be more expensive.
Tell you what are the power options for it?
I can either do additional recipients for +1, or I can burrow through like particularly dubious stuff like stone or concrete.
Okay, well I'll say, why don't we do this? So instead of taking the -2,
okay.
Just spend an additional point of power for every person that can fit in this trench, besides yourself.
Sure. So let's do all of us.
Okay.
There was some powers, and then I guess without the -2, I rolled a 7, so I would have 1, just short of the 2.
All right. So for 2 total.
No, just 1, like 1 success.
Okay. So. And how many power did you?
So that would cost a total of, I guess, 5 power.
4. Well, yeah. Actually 6 because it's 2 to do it at all.
2 to do it all, and then 1 per
That
each
includes
additional
1.
recipient.
Oh yeah, there's only 4 of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right. That's the way math works.
Yeah. And sorry, Thomas is putting this in the chat that this typically comes down to trappings. So for description, essentially she's switching a different switch on her giant weird ray gun thing to go from light to sound and blasting a hole in the ground with a very loud whirring noise.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're just kind of like skimming the dirt instead of diving.
Yeah, basically.
Like you're wakeboarding on top of it.
Typically she would be using it like a sonic drill that she's basically like surfing on.
Use your drill to pierce the heavens. All right. So yeah,
Hold
you'll
on
be
to
able.
it dramatically.
So.
And then she'll hop into the trench.
Do I have a drill sound effect?
I need that for basic part.
I do not. I do not. Do I have a machine sound effect? Oh, I have.
Weird steampunk whir noise. Warp.
I feel like it's a wall. It's
Yeah,
a
no, I've got-
Dolby.
I've
It's
got,
definitely a womp.
I've got like clock sounds. That's about it. So
Yeah.
I'll just.
I love these sound effects. Clearly, we don't need a soundboard.
I know. All right, so that is Frida. You are gonna create a ditch, kind of big enough to hold 4 people in it.
And she's gonna jump into it.
All right, so
I
jumping
did pull up the cover rules. They're on page 99 if you need them.
99.
The Savage Worlds book.
All
I
right,
was trying to figure out if I could even do this. So.
I'm happy with it. That works for me. So no license needed for my sound effects. Unless you
Dubstep cannon. Bow.
Gotta love
right.
the wubs.
Ida, it is your turn again. These zombies are approaching you. You were definitely terrified of the imminent threat to your mortality and the image of the future grave ambling toward you. What do you do?
So I have -2 on any actions I take, correct? How close is this trench to me?
This trench is directly behind you. I'd say about 2 meters.
Okay. And the people on the horseback,
They're kind of around in a semicircle. They're kind of like getting some attacks off. They're about 10 meters away.
There's some people that are close to the sleeping folks, though, right?
Yes, those are the gunmen.
Okay, I'm gonna try to shoot. I guess just one of the gunmen with my rifle.
Oh, pardon me. There are two gunmen. One of them has been de-gunmaned by Trenton.
Perfect. Okay, so one of them that still has their gun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use my rifle. My first range is 24, so I assume that's within range.
24?
Yeah,
it's definitely within range. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Rate of fire is 1.
And
cool.
that's
so
your.
make...
Is that your first? That's your first range band, right? Oh damn! I shouldn't have done the -2. That was me being silly. Oh well, what happens? All right.
Okay. Yeah, I'll roll to shoot. Oh, that explodes.
Oh crap.
9 -2 is 7, so close to a second one. Oh, but I rolled an 8 on this other one. So yeah, so -2 is that's 6 though. No, okay, yes. 7, so 1 success.
Well, don't forget you also have the -1 from exhaustion.
That's 6. That's still 1 success.
Okay, so 1 success. All right, so you are going to manage to slam a bullet into one of the gunmen up there. So that's how many? So go ahead and roll me 2d6 plus 1. Is it D8?
It's a rifle. It's 2d8.
Oh, for your rifle? Okay,
Yeah.
so pulling up your rifle and aiming it, there's going to be a crack as it reaches across.
10.
10? Okay, that's going to be more than my toughness. Okay, so in that case, he is going to be shaken, unless he can make a spirit roll, and his spirit is okay. All right, so you're gonna wing this cowfolk as he rides by, getting a good shot off. It's going to definitely like graze his arm solidly.
And then I'm also going to jump in the trench.
All right, you can jump in the trench as a free action, not a problem at all.
Cool.
All right, moving down the list. Thomas, you're going to see these walking dead begin to shuffle toward you. What do you do?
Thomas is going to, go, oh shit, and he's going to scuffle over into and like roll into the trench. And then I'm gonna fumble out my penknife, and I'm gonna like drag it across one of my wrists so I can get some blood going on. And I am going to like hopefully everyone is looking away from me at the very much distractions going on, and I'm going to start quietly whispering some very dark words and conjuring something. I'm gonna cast deflection.
Okay.
Which is basically going to make everyone harder to hit around me. I can affect multiple people. How many people are within 10 yards of me that are like my immediate allies, like these guys?
I would say the four of you, so you plus 3, plus the other 2 guys that were sitting by. So that was Marley and Fluke.
Oh, I probably won't include those guys. Sorry.
Okay. Okay, so in that case, just the 4 of you.
All right, so
if you're not including the other cowboys.
Yeah, well, these are the guys that would like. My impulse would be to include them in it.
Okay.
So there we go. So it's going to be 3, 4, 5. So it'll be 6 power points.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast this one, and it's just a normal casting, no special weird magical stuff with the cards or anything like that.
Okay.
So I'm just going to do a occult roll. No, spell casting roll, pardon me.
Yep.
D10. Come on, do well. That's a 9, so that's with a raise.
Okay, that's 1 raise. Good.
Yeah, so that's gonna make it what's cast? Okay, so I think that's going to be negative either. Oh, sorry. It's cast. Oh, I think that's just going to be -2 to everyone's attacks against us.
Okay, -2 to attacks. Roger that.
And the form this would take would be like a little, like all, like the blood is going to congeal into like a little hardened crystal, and then be whipping around all of us at incredible speed, like deflecting bullets out of the air and such.
Okay.
Neat.
Uh,
So it'll be like,
I'm gonna say Ida and Frida, go ahead and make me a notice roll as a free action.
yep,
With
fair
any
enough.
minuses?
You'll have the minus. Well, the
-3 for me. The 2 and the 1 for
do it at a
phobia
minus
and...
2. Well, you're there with it. You know they're there, so do it as -3.
Okay.
Am I at a -2 or not?
You're not.
Cool. I rolled 11.
Okay, so you'll definitely know that he starts like carving something into himself, and weird magic stuff starts happening. But
I
that's
did
probably
say
That's
watch out for him.
Typical.
I had a conversation with Frida to watch out for Catlett and his magic, though. So,
okay.
Oh, pardon me. So that's -4 to all attacks against us.
-4. Okay.
Yep.
Does
And
that
the-
stack with cover?
I imagine so.
It probably does. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah.
sure.
Okay. All right. So there is. Actually, does it?
I feel it's up to you.
I'm just gonna
And maybe
double
just
check
the strongest negative dominates.
There are 2 different kinds of covers, so if you go by like D&D rules of different protection,
Well, and cover is not going to protect us from zombies. It might actually make the problem more problemy.
yeah, they're gonna fall in
Yeah.
here and be stuck with us.
Mine does actually work against both melee and ranged attack.
That's pretty nifty.
it. Penalties. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't. It
Yeah.
just those are some big numbers, considering that the book says a -1 is a huge thing.
Yeah. It's once cast, foes subtract 2 from their attack rolls at the user, or 4 with a raise.
And that lasts until when?
It lasts for 5 rounds.
I guess for context, light cover is 2, medium cover is 4, heavy cover is 6, and then near total cover is 8.
That's huge.
Although there are rules for penetrating materials afterwards, so there's different. Yeah, you can blast through stuff. It's an interesting system.
That's a lot. All right. Well, hey, that is what it is. Okay. So the Lazy S are going to take a couple of pot shots. One of them actually is. So that's going to be Fluke is actually going to manage to what? What am I?
So we both just started lip syncing the same song at the same time, and then we snorted in sync when we realized.
What the hell? Okay. So that's going to be 2d6 plus
We're
1.
becoming a hive mind over here. Don't
I
worry
know.
about it.
Don't mind
Probably
us.
for the best. Okay. Oh damn. Okay. How the fuck did you... Okay, Fluke rolled a non-raised shot, but the damage was 27.
What?
Well, because the dice ace. I rolled the same 6 4 times in a row.
Oh goodness.
So I'm not even going to bother. That's going to... I'm
Sounds
gonna
like
roll-
a fluke.
Sounds
It
like a
does
fluke.
sound like a fluke.
So that's gonna go. I'll start with The Walking Dead, and okay, that's gonna take out another cowboy. So the one that you winged, Ida, is gonna take a bullet right to the throat.
We understand. Fluke understands.
Marley fires a shot that doesn't go anywhere, and at this point, The Walking Dead are going to approach. 2 of them are going to amble in and take a couple of swipes at Marley and okay, so at Marley and Fluke. Okay, so what's my fighting? Taunt fighting. Okay, so okay, that was Fluke. That was Marley. So that's their. Okay, so the one that goes after Marley is not going to be able to grab him. He's too young, too spry. But the one that goes after Fluke is going to hit with a 10, which means that's 2 raises, or 1 raise. And so what the hell is my strength here? That is cool. Is going to amble forward and grab a hold of her. That is going to be it's going to claw her directly across the face. She's going to... Actually, I think she's not going to take that much damage. No. 1 sec. Weakness. Undead. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, no, that's you know what? Lucky her. That actually, her toughness is going to absorb that, just barely. Her face is all bloodied and scraped up as this thing, like, reaches past her, but that's really good. The other 3 are going to amble toward... one of them's going to go toward Trenton, because he's still up. Trenton, that is... Nope. And the other 2 are going to basically try to jump in the hole at you, or fall in the hole at you. So let me just roll this at a -10, because you never know. Yeah, nah. Okay, 2 zombies are going to tumble into the hole next to you. And are going to kind of like reach at you. You're going to feel like these fingers are going to reach directly for your face, Thomas, and you're going to watch just like the tips of the bone begin to be flayed away by these flecks of blood. Like filing it down. But it's like... Okay. Gunman. So Trenton, you are still up. One of the gunmen is going to turn and take a shot at you. It is a -4, if I'm not right, James?
Yeah, -4 from my effect, yeah.
Okay, so that is gonna be a hit, actually. Whew, just barely, Jesus Christ. And that is with a rifle, so that is D8. Are you kidding? You know what? I'm spending a Benny on that. I rolled 2 ones. So that is gonna be 7 points of damage. Does that hit you? Or does
Yeah, my toughness is 6.
Okay, lucky. All right, so you can spend a Benny to make me a soak roll.
Though technically, I do have 1 point of armor in my legs because of my chap. So if it hits me in the legs, then technically I have 7.
I mean,
but
it does not hit you in the legs.
Okay.
I rolled for you because you asked for it.
Yeah.
No, this one is probably going straight for your arm because that's where you have a magnet in there for bullets.
Damn it! Why does everyone keep shooting me in the same?
That is going to be. You know what? That's going to be a gut wound actually. That is going to be. This is going to be a busted gut if it hits you.
No.
So what am I rolling for the?
You're rolling if you spend a Benny and you roll me your vigor.
Vigor roll. Okay.
Yep, and each one will reduce my damage by a raise, which means that you just need 1 success.
I just got a 9. So
okay. So a bullet is going to fire. It's going to graze your side. You'll definitely want to get some antiseptic or some rubbing alcohol on that or something. And there's going to be blood, but it's a scrape and a wing.
It probably actually dinged me in the belt buckle, so I get like chunk of the belt buckle in the gut.
All right. So you got a second. You got another innie. Good job.
Dang.
All right, and Trenton, it's your turn.
Oh, lovely. So with my silly vision starting to cloud on me, I'm going to shoot back at... is there anyone actually still close to the trench?
There are 2 zombies in the trench and 2 zombies that are going after... or Walking Dead, I should say. There are 2 zombies in the trench. There are... one went after you, right?
One went after me, yeah.
Yeah, one. Okay, so 2 in the trench, and then there are one is kind of on the ground, kind of crawling, and 3 of them are attacking the 2 cow folks that are near you.
Okay, well, I'll shoot one of those.
Sounds good. Are you doing any particular type of shot?
Meaning what?
You just doing a nice body shot, or you gonna aim for a specific thing?
No, I'm just gonna aim for the body.
Okay.
And you can shoot more than once if you like.
I'm shooting it with minuses on anything?
No, you are not.
Okay, but I do have the reduced
Yeah, you're
agility.
A
Yeah. So that means I'm at a 5. So
5. All right, that's 1. So roll me damage.
Yep. It explodes. So so 13.
Jesus. Okay, so hold on. So my toughness +2. Okay, and I have a toughness of 13. Okay, so 13 means that I would have to roll. Ah, it's not worth it. And I just have, I guess. Okay, one sec. Just double checking. Just do the recover from shaking. All right. So you are going to aim, and where do you shoot it?
Probably aim for like center of mass if I can. Probably
Okay.
like neck or upper torso.
Sounds good. You're going to blow everything from the heart to the top of the, to the base of the throat out, and you're going to basically just see a hole appear as one of them lurches toward Marley and just blows a hole out the side of him. Fantastic shot. That one's going to drop to the ground. There are now 2 of them over there. Top of the round, Tosare is going to take his turn. You still manage... Oh, you can make me a free action. Make me a spirit roll to try to shake this at a -2. To get your dice back up. Mike.
Oh yeah, because the end of the turn, isn't it?
Yep. There we go. Now I'm at 1.
Oh, come on, give me a good roll. Well, that didn't help. I got a 3, so never mind.
You got a 3? Okay, so you still... This will still hold over for another round. All right, so... you are there. There is... Okay, one sec. Just double checking something. Still got a few more points, so... Okay, well, you know what? Screw it. I can see magic happening in there, so... Okay. This is instant. Cost me 2. Okay. Okay, I can do that. Sounds... Yeah, I'm just going to do that again. All right, so here. And can I get everyone to make me another fear roll, please? This fear roll is... Oh, pardon me, one sec. I need... it is going to be at a...
spirit roll, right?
It is a spirit roll at a -2.
Oof.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Rolling at -5. And so, yeah, no.
Okay. So
I have
no.
How many
success.
bennies do I have left? I'm going to spend a benny to reroll.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Ooh.
How'd you do?
Ooh.
Yeah, and I explode. Oh, son of a bitch. No, that's 8. -5 is 3.
Okay, so fail. Anybody else? You're at a -2?
I got 1 success.
You got
I
one
got one
success?
success.
I got 1.
Okay, so Ida, can you do me a d20, please?
Sorry,
I don't
Ida.
wanna. A 19.
Okay, minor phobia.
Can't roll for shit on D&D on my D20.
So this is associated with the trauma. So
yeah,
you know-
so my major phobia, what was that in reference to?
oh, actually, pardon me. So major phobia is the undead.
Well, so now the phobia reads that normal people are afraid of vampires and the undead. So that's not what your phobia should be tied to. I mean, you're welcome to say it is.
I would
but
say,
I'm-
how about the smell of death?
Yeah, because they recommend.
What would they recommend in the case of like?
So they said phobias shouldn't be too obvious. Everyone should be afraid of vampires, for example. So it's not a phobia; it's common sense. Instead, the phobia usually centers on random element the mind associates with the event.
Well, pitch me something. So you got zombies approaching you.
Like a bug crawling out of their mouths, or
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was gonna say like either that. I mean, like
Time of
large
night.
crowds even might even be more applicable of like being approached. Might
So-
be more weird and would still come up often, but I'm happy for it to be undead if that's what you
I think it's going to be just like the presence of death.
Okay, presence of death.
I think
okay.
the presence of dead things is going to put you off, like the smell of death, like being around corpses of any kind.
Okay.
Like be they people or otherwise. What I do want you to do, though, is I want you to re-roll your fear effect, because you actually take a 2-point bump, which would have given you another major phobia, and I don't want that to happen.
Fair. 9.
Okay, so that means you actually rolled an 11, so you're going to be shaken.
Okay, and then that gives me a minus.
Ooh, someone's just buzzing.
Yeah, that gives me a minus.
So
2?
shaken gives you -2 on all actions until you shake it at the end of your next turn, as if you'd been hit.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
Shaken's -2. Okay.
I believe so. Shaken is... Pardon me, no. Shaken is you may only take free actions unless you make a spirit roll at the start of your turn.
Okay.
That's what it is. It's not a -2. All right, so that's going to be that. Frida, it is your turn. You are in the hole. There are 2 zombies that are moving around in the area right above you, kind of snarling and gnashing at you.
That's really rude of them. I would prefer there to be fewer zombies in here, so I will attempt to scientifically shoot one of them in the head. How do I...
All right.
Called shot. I think I just looked at
You just take a
earlier.
-4.
Brilliant. Let's try it. I have some bennies. 6. 15, so that's a 5, so I have 1 success.
All right, 1 success. So that means I need you to roll me damage and add +4 to whatever your normal result would be.
Oh, not a great roll so far. It's better. So then I rolled an 8, so it would be 12 damage.
12 damage? Okay, so that is going to be... I don't have any bennies to soak this. All right, so you're going to plug this zombie in the face, and it is going
Spencer 56 carbine. Hoot nanny.
its head is going to explode. So
That's the worst.
there is 1 in the hole. Ida, it is your turn, my friend. What would you... It's the beginning of your turn, so make me a spirit roll.
Okay. At -3.
You can do it. I believe in you.
I cannot.
You still have 2 bennies.
I know.
I have none.
Yeah, okay, I'll spend 1.
Just saying, like...
7 -3 is 4.
Okay, so you were going to be able to act as normal with your normal penalties.
Okay, so I'm -3. And that's it, right? If I shoot
That's it.
things.
Yep.
And there's a bunch of zombies next to me.
Mm-hmm. There's 1 next to you, yeah.
1 next to me. Are there any more in the trench?
Just the one that's in the trench.
Okay. In that case, I'm just going to shoot him.
Okay. Are you doing any type of called shot or anything? Probably not.
I'm already at a -3. I'm hoping to just do a lot of damage.
Okay.
11 -3 is 7. No, 8. 2. So 1 with a raise. So I roll an extra D8 for that, yeah?
Yeah.
Or
yes.
extra damage die? Okay.
Yep.
That is 5 and 4 is 9. Come on, explosion. Oh no, with a 6. So 14 damage.
Okay. James, you were using protection, right? Was that what
no,
you...
deflection.
Deflection, okay.
Yeah. So there's like a magic version and there's like a physical version. I use the
Okay.
physical one.
Okay, cool. I was wondering, because I was looking at protection real quick for something else, and I'm like, wait, that adds to toughness. That doesn't do... That's armor. Okay.
Yeah. There's also there's arcane protection. Oh wait, I forgot there's an armor version of it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just use the one that makes it harder for everyone to hit you.
Okay. All right, so what'd you get total on your damage there, Ida? Or on your attack?
14 damage.
That's 14 damage?
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. All right.
It is a rifle at short range.
All right, so you are going to find a nice little notch at the base of one of these skulls and pull the trigger, exploding its head and dropping it to the ground. There are no more zombies in the trench.
Hooray!
Woo!
All right. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, and I'm still startled. Or shaken, right?
You are not. You succeeded your roll, so shaken vanishes.
Okay, so that gets rid of it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Someone have their cell phone next to their mic or anything like that?
Not
I don't know. I have that too.
Mine's not going off
Okay.
though.
Yes, but not mine.
Okay. All right. Thomas, it's your turn.
All right, so Thomas is going to just blink as these zombies disappear. Be like, we gotta find out where that mage is. And I think I'm gonna. Actually, I'm not sure if I'll have to check that one actually. Oh god. How far are the riders that are riding around us?
Right now, there's one about 12 meters away from the pit. There are 3 more who kind of circling and startling the herd. But they're a good 20, 30 meters away at this point.
All right.
You think you might be able to see the shaman kind of about 15 meters back?
About 15 meters from me.
Yeah.
So Thomas gonna be like, there he is, and he's gonna charge out of the trench.
Oh my god.
and try to close the range.
Thomas.
What's your pace?
Oh no.
My pace is 6.
Okay, so you can move about 6 meters if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But
Guess
that
you
should bring it in enough that I for what I want to do anyway.
Okay, so you're gonna run forward, and what do you do?
He's gonna hold up his hand, aim the bloody hand at that thing, and I'm going to cast Bolt 3 times at that target.
Oh no.
Can you cast 3 times in a row like that?
Yes, I can. I just basically take a -4 to every shot.
Huh. All right.
Oof.
Oh god.
But this is like, yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna have some fun here. There's a good chance I'll screw up something here, but we're gonna have some fun doing it. All right.
Takes out half the herd.
Do you also get huge problems if you botch your magic checks?
If I botch one, then what I'll do is I will lose concentration on the deflection power, and I'll lose that one.
Ah, okay.
But if I can take out the shaman, I don't need it so much anymore.
I get bad shit if I critically fail on spell casting.
All right. So first shot is going to be 1 success.
Okay.
So that's basically a pistol shot to them. So it'll be like 2d6 damage. I'll just do the rest of the castings. Second one is the same thing. And
so what power is this?
This is Bolt.
Okay.
Thomas is using literal finger guns.
Yes.
In my case, it's shards of solidified blood and shadow.
Spoopy.
Okay. So it is affected by. Okay.
Oh, I guess I should probably be covered by illumination because you said it was dark, right?
It's very dark. Yeah. I mean, you're in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, so that would be 2 hits, 1 miss then,
Okay.
because one of them will come out as a 3.
Yeah, what were the total rolls?
I had a 5, a 4, and a 7.
Okay. So shooting into the darkness is gonna be. Is it a -1 or a -2? So that's gonna make a big difference with that one.
Yep.
I feel it probably depends on range too.
Yeah, I was thinking. There's no range penalty for this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, like 10 meters away in dark is different from 40
Yeah.
meters away in the dark.
Oh yeah. Lighting, visibility, is that?
Yeah, it'll be
Oh,
for.
wait, what is it listed as? It says or illumination, so it would be under illumination.
There are no range penalties, but the arcane skill roll is affected by cover, illumination, and all other usual penalties. Mm-hmm. So range won't make a difference. As long as it's within the range of the casting, I can go at it. I only have 1 range increment.
So.
And my range increment's like, it's what, 20 meters? Yeah.
Okay, so it's a -2. Twilight
Okay.
night with
So
full
that
moon.
means only one of them will make it to him.
Okay, still that's 2d6 if I'm not mistaken. Or did you get a raise?
No, I did not.
Okay.
So that's 6 damage.
Okay.
But it ignores a lot of armor. It ignores
Okay.
armor, I think, and a bunch of stuff.
That sounds good. All right, so 3 bolts are going to fire. They're going to kind of string by the shaman on a horse, and one of them is going to hit him. Definitely 1 sec. And that is how much damage?
6 damage.
Okay, so he's going to take it and reel back, but it doesn't appear that actually hurt him.
Okay.
So unless you want to spend a Benny to reroll that damage.
Sure, I got extra bennies right now.
You might
Let's
as well.
do it.
Like
let's
seriously,
do it.
because I'm gonna start being mean if you guys don't run out of bennies at the end of the night.
Yeah, totally.
Like I'm just gonna start
right.
upping the traits of these things.
That's better. 4 and a 5 for a 9.
There we go. Okay, so that's going to be boom. That's going to be a wound on him. So that is going. Actually, you know what? Roll me 2d6.
8.
8. I think that's a body shot in the core.
Body shots. I rolled a notice to see your black magic and I missed it again.
I don't think you. I think everybody's gonna see this shit. It's like twinkling
To be
starlight.
fair, I just got exploded zombie brain on me while looking down in a ditch.
That's true.
So I might not
James, roll me a
have.
d6, please.
D6 is going to come out of 4.
Okay, so a battered gut. You're gonna catch him right center mass. That's a good hit.
Shot.
Okay, the Lazy S are going to try to catch themselves, but from the sudden dose of fear, most of them are going to still be in a bit of a panic, with the exception of Marley, who's going to take a shot at a zombie because he doesn't hit it, but it's still pretty good. So he takes a shot off. All right, The Walking Dead, they're gonna... So you just ran past. One of them is going to turn and try to get you from behind, and one of them is going to jump off from the ground. Well, not jump off, but kind of crawl toward your legs, James. I'm at a -4 off of this, I believe.
Yes, you are a -4 for all physical attacks.
Okay.
Guns,
so
spears, melee, everything.
how is their fighting so low? They're zombies. You'd think that they would be better at this.
You're
Okay.
probably supposed to be able to beat them up with a chair.
Yeah.
That's probably true.
And they're
Two
more
of them
kinda
are going to
thrown
kind
up.
of reach at you from behind. One of them's going to strip off your hat if you had it. Do you have a hat on?
I do not. No, he's...
Okay. So you're going to get your clothes tussled a bit as you're firing. Those 2 zombies are going to reach out and try to claw you into the ground, but are unable
shovel
to.
here.
And then the last one is going to take another swipe at a boy, and that is a miss as well because these guys have shitty stats. All right. One of the gunmen, gunman that is still up, you just shot to Sare. I am paid to have him not be shot. So that is going to be a D. That is my gun. Is going to be a... Nope, you are further in the book. That is... Nope. Shooting. D8. Okay, come on, give me an 8. I don't know that you have a magic shield. Come on.
No.
We just rolled onto the floor, so...
No.
Okay, that's not a hit. A gunshot is going to fire past your face, Catlett. Damn near hitting it, but it's going to miss. Trenton, it's your turn. What do you do?
I'm a shooting.
Oh, someone just bought me. I hurt them more.
Huh?
Yeah.
Too late. I'm already rolling.
It's true.
Nefarious.
Okay, now what are you doing, though? Trenton, before you pull any triggers, what are you doing?
Yeah, they still have the 3 that are attacking our.
So there are
friends?
there are
I
2
guess it's 2
zombies
now.
still up. Well, pardon me, there are 3. One's that attacking your friends, and 2 that are attacking Catlett, and there's 1 gunman still riding around.
Well, I might as well take out that gunman.
You might as well.
So, I will aim for him.
Okay.
Ooh, am I getting any minuses on him?
You're firing into the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get.
Rolling.
I don't know. He's pretty close, actually. He's only like 6 meters away from where you are in my
Okay.
head. So, yeah, you'll do it at a -2, fire into the dark.
Okay, then I got 5.
That's a hit. Roll
Yep.
me damage.
Okay. So 10.
10. Okay. Okay. That is going to be. A. Yeah, that's a raise. Roll me 2d6.
That would be a 4.
Okay, your bullet's going to catch him high in the chest, and he's going to tumble to the ground, most likely dead. And that is that. Top of the round. Tassare will look at you from across the battlefield, from where you've struck him. Catlett is going to snarl at you. And whip his jacket around, kind of like in a flourish. And as he does, there is just like a sudden shift of energy that you will feel as kind of like that green fog shimmers a little bit. And instead of the coat landing on his shoulders again, instead a crow rises to the sky off the back of the horse and flies away.
Oh.
He is nowhere to be seen. He transformed into a crow. You literally just...
What?
Fair enough.
All right. And he's just gonna... He's gone. He's gone. He's a crow.
Okay, he's already he's beyond visual.
He's fucking off. He's just...
Oh, because I could have done some mean stuff to him.
No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it for him. They don't pay him enough for this.
Nope, that's fair.
All right, so you spooked off the shaman. Frida, it's your turn. What do you do? I'm
shooting some zombies.
Okay, there are 3 zombies left. 2 of them on Catlett. 1 of them going after Fluke.
Okay. So Catlett just did some kind of cool multi-fire thing. That sounds really cool. She wants to try it. I would like to shoot at all 3 zombies at a -4. Let's go.
-4. They're close enough that you will be able to do this without penalty, I'll say, because you're near a fireplace. You're near your fire. So go ahead.
Okay, sounds good. Let's get ready to
Are you
spend
aiming
some
for the
pennies.
heads on all of them?
That'd be -8 for all of them.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do that.
I do not feel comfortable being in the middle of this.
Let's just try to hit them all. That sounds like a fun scientific challenge.
Okay.
We just gotta almost kill all
Christ.
of us.
Is this mad science that you're rolling?
No, it's just shooting.
Oh no.
It's just gun. The power of gun.
The power of gun.
Now, I think there is a
well,
limit on
first
how many
one is
times you can
6
shoot based on the
exploded.
firearm. You can do
The rate of
other
fire
actions.
might actually be small. The rate of fire is only 1. I can only shoot 1, can't I?
Yeah. But you can do other things, right?
How many
Like,
guns do you have?
Yeah, if
She
you have
only
2
has the
guns,
one.
you can go bang, bang, and then do something else.
Well, fine. In which case, then I have a raise for shooting the zombie that's getting fluke.
Okay. Go ahead, roll me damage. Add a d6, and it explodes. They all explode, but...
13?
13 is going to be Fluke covered in zombie juices. Are there only the 2 zombies left on Catlett right now? Are you doing anything else with your turn?
She is going to turn and point as if she's attempting to shoot and then realize she has to actually like bolt the thing back and doesn't have enough time for it. She's very much attempting to do a dramatic thing and she's, going to do it. For the science? Bam! Click, click! Oh, stupid. You need to increase the...
Nice. All right, Ida, it's your turn. What do you do?
There's 2 zombies left on Catlett. Are there any riders left?
There are 3 riders kind of in the periphery that are kind of like chasing off your cattle, but they're like on the other side of the herd.
Okay, and people are starting to wake up.
People are starting to wake up. They were panicking
Okay.
from this mist that you were probably protected a bit against, or protected from somewhat due to your training.
Sure.
But a lot of these are just normal folk.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get rid of these dead people because that way I'm gonna get rid of my negatives. I am gonna shoot twice because I do have a pistol as well.
Sounds good.
Are they within pistol range?
The Walking Dead are absolutely in pistol
Within
range.
12? Yeah, okay.
They
perfect.
are. I think Catlett ran out of the pit like 4 or 5
Yeah. Okay.
meters or something
Yeah.
like that. So they're like
Yeah,
pretty
6 meters is all I got to
So I'm
got.
gonna shoot with my rifle first.
Okay.
That's not good. I'm gonna use my last penny. It wasn't a crit failure, but
critical.
Maybe this will be.
critical fail, yeah.
Hurt
might
me
be.
more, Ida.
Oh
Hurt
no,
me
that's
more.
that's a 12, and I get to explode that one.
Oh, nice.
And a 9, so that's 21.
Okay. You know what? Go ahead. Roll me damage with a raise.
With just the 1 raise.
You roll me a damage with ace, yeah. So or with that plus d6.
Yeah. 6 explodes plus 4, 10,
Yeah.
13.
13 damage. I'm good.
That's one of them.
I'm
Okay,
good.
and then I'm gonna shoot with my pistol. That's an 8 minus 5.
that's
No,
gonna-
minus 3 right now, right?
That'll be a hit. Yep.
Yeah, so that's okay, cool. And then roll d6s. I just realized I rolled d6s for my rifle, but that's okay.
I was wondering about that.
10, 12.
Okay, so
So she lines up, pull like on the edge of the pit, pulls, and then pulls a pistol and shoots the other one.
Okay, so you are going to blow the head off one of the zombies, turn and blow the head off another one. As the last two Walking Dead collapse into the ground. As you do that, Thomas, what do you do, my friend? Unless Ida, you doing anything else with your turn?
That's everything.
Okay,
I'm gonna jump. Can I jump out of the pit and start making my way to my horse?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I will do that.
All right, so
Yeah.
Does Catlett
Thomas,
get covered in zombie juice?
just to Catlett, I know your shots were immaculate. Catlett, you're gonna hear bang, bang, and both of them are gonna fall down next to you.
I'm probably just imagining him like twisting around with like the sawed off, being like, ah, and then it just falls and then it falls too.
You know what? I actually picture it even because if you want to be a little sillier for that, like spinning around to shoot one and it not being there, so you keep spinning and get dizzy, like just whoa!
Shit, what are we doing now?
Okay, but it's your turn. What do you do?
Well, if I can see Ida starting to run for her horse, okay, and I'm gonna run for my horse too.
All right, sounds good. And at this point, the lazy-ass ranchers start firing back at some of the gunmen that are rustling the cattle. But at that point, the gunmen are going to see that it is at this point 3 of their men are dead, and their extra friends are dead as well. So they are going to go and turn and just ride off as quickly as they can. Anybody who wants to make like a passing shot at a very extreme penalty may do so. You probably get one shot before they just are out of range. So all of you can roll together, and this is going to be at a minus 6. -2 for darkness, minus probably, what's the long range? -4?
Pretty sure it's -4.
Yeah, so do it at a -6. If you hit, you hit.
9,
I don't.
17
Holy
is
shit.
a 6.
Okay,
Nice.
roll me damage.
Thomas is not even gonna try. I don't have anything in range.
You can shoot your magic at him.
I could, but then everyone would be paying attention to where I'm shooting. At least now I have plausible deniability. In fact, I'm going to drop my spells, so the flicking blood is not around any of them anymore.
Okay.
10 damage.
10 damage?
Yeah.
Ooh, my toughness. I might be able to survive. I'm gonna spend my last Benny that isn't on the screen because I did the thing.
I'm kind of hoping that he'll fall off of his horse and not die.
Could have shot the horse.
You can roll me
Can't get away
2d6.
Roll me 2
Roll me
2d6.
2d6.
3.
Okay, one moment, my friend, as I check something. 3 is damage. Okay. So you are going to hit him. And yeah, he is going to fall off of his horse onto the ground in the distance. You don't know if he's alive or dead.
I'm booking it for him.
Okay. Okay. You are going to rush off. What is everyone else doing? Just the other riders leave him to fall and rush off into the night.
Thomas will go with Ida to investigate the fallen.
All right, sounds good. You make your way there, finding a bleeding and wounded man lying on the ground, fairly banged up, but still technically alive. That arm is going to need to be amputated, though.
Wonderful. I'm gonna pull up and she's gonna like really dramatically jump up on her horse mid-run, jump off the horse mid-run, and just hold the rifle to this guy's face. What was your goal tonight?
He is definitely not conscious.
Oh, he's always unconscious. I thought he was like rolling around.
Well, I mean,
whatever.
technically, I'm gonna have to roll to see if he's even alive, because you did how much damage to him?
10.
So
total.
two raises, which would kill a normal man.
Okay, so he's dead.
So I'll let you do a medicine roll to see if you can stabilize him.
Oh, the D4 and a D6. Oh, that explodes.
Oh,
nice.
Ooh.
I'm still at the -3, so that's a 8. So it's a 5.
okay. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna keep him alive long enough to get something out of him. So as you kind of bury your fingers in the bullet wound under his arm, that is slowly rocking that bullet closer into his heart.
Yeah.
What do you ask?
What were you sent here to do?
Kill as many of you as possible. Scare off your cattle. Nobody...
How many more are in your posse? I'll shake him, push finger deeper.
We buy you vermilion. Ain't got no limits.
Shit. I'm gonna drop him and walk away.
As you drop him, you will watch the light fade out of his eyes, and you're gonna get that cold shiver down your spine as your phobia digs in deep with its spurs.
She's putting on the face of none of this is bothering me, but it's all just like internalized as she just like walks back. I guess Catlett's on the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
well.
Catlett, I imagine, is kind of drawn up near, like, 10 feet away with the shotgun, like, resting across his lap.
Yeah, she's gonna just very quietly walk back to her horse, get on slowly, and start walking back, just like right past you. Won't look. Just
Catlett will just give her a kind of a leveled, like, not accusatory glare, just kind of a okay.
All right, and as you walk off into the night, and you take a look around and see that the cattle and your posse are going to have to get in gear tonight, because, well, the rest of the morning is going to be spent recovering all the cattle that were spread around by the gunmen as you continue on your blood drive. And folks, actually, this is where I'm going to be calling the game for tonight, because it seems like the good place. So good job. Mike and James, I noticed that you've got 8 bennies between you that you didn't spend. So I think I'm going to make game next game.
I should be down to 2.
Okay, so 6 bennies between you.
Yeah.
I think I need to be meaner.
Well, problem is, I always want to hold on to bennies a little bit because for my cool magic stuff, I need to spend them. I actually have to use them to do my deck thing.
Remember, people paid for those, so you should spend them.
Oh, I know, I want to, but it's just like,
Because they don't stick around after game.
I do not get too many chances to cast big stuff, and I don't know when I need it.
Tell me more about these big stuff.
Yeah, and keep in mind, I don't even have my good gun, so I'm like, I don't have much to work with.
yeah.
You still got a decent amount of shooting. Anyway,
I have a gun.
you can have 2. Folks, that is going to be it for tonight's Deadlands Blood Drive. We're going to be back in 2 weeks. We're going to be running bi-weekly from here on in. So hopefully you'll catch us on every other Sunday until this campaign is done. We got a decent amount left, but we're going to try to get through it as expeditiously as possible to keep the fun up. And I'll tell you how many people were wounded next episode, too, so don't let me forget to tell you that. In the meanwhile, I want to thank everybody for being here. Thank you so much for showing up to game, folks. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, y'all.
Quick shout out. Thank you so much to everybody who joined us and who spent the holidays with us on Discord and just in general watching some of our stuff. And if you want to help the stream, feel free to join the Patreon at patreon.com/dorktales or sub here on Twitch, on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, give it to everybody you know. It really does help the channel grow. And I need to shout out some of our beloved Patreon patrons like DM Michael Gray, Schulten, Jade, our princes of the Patreon, Taryn and Buddy, and of course, I could not forget Nacro, our demonic producer. So thank you so much for all of the support. Literally, you keep the channel running, and we could not do it without you. So please pat yourself on the back because I can't reach you through the screen. That's going to be it for us tonight. We love you very much. Hootenanny, yeehaw. And,
Hootenanny.
Yeah.
and I think it's time to be hitting those old dusty trails. We'll see you in the next episode of Deadlands Blood Drive, everybody. Good night.
Take care, all.